It's the cold hard truth. Everyone really want to know what's going on with her show. Just get on the air and you will know it's Sandra. The queen of the mile road is here, helping people from everywhere. Get on the phone and you will hear Sandra. Now she will tell you how it goes, but don't you ever step on her toes, 'cause you will hear the cold hard truth from Sandra. They say she's the hero in town, helping people from all around. You get a call, your money is found, it's Sandra. Some will call her late at night just to say that there is a fight, and she will not just leave it alone. She'll get up and call on the phone, and when politics starts on her show, everyone really wants to know the way the things will really go with Sandra. And some will start to criticize, get on the show and tell pure lies, but someday we'll realize it's Sandra. And when they start to argue again, she'll pull the heads to the wind, and soon you will be a friend with Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone wanna hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone wanna hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone got to hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone got to hear from Sandra.
If you're a parent right now, you already know the cost of living has gone up. Rent, childcare, groceries. When the cost of living rises, government must rise to meet it. And we have. Under the revised ECAP policy, our Early Childhood Assistance Program, we've increased funding to keep pace with what families are actually paying today for their children's early education. Who benefits? A father working every hour he can. A single mother doing it alone. A grandparent raising grandchildren they love. Maybe that's you. Up to 235 Caymanian children will benefit directly, and I want every single one of them to have the start they deserve. That is why we are here. If you've applied before and been disappointed, I encourage you to try again. If you've never applied because you assumed you wouldn't qualify, now is the time to find out. And if the funding didn't feel like enough before, it should now. Is your child 3 years old and Caymanian? You may qualify. Visit us at moeapplications.gov.ky and apply for the 2026-2027 academic year.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Cayman. Happy Tuesday. How is everybody doing this beautiful Tuesday morning? Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to be doing some celebrating today, so I hope that you got your finger on the speed dial. But before we get to the big celebration, we do have, it is Medical Rundown Tuesday, so we do have a guest in the studio with us as we go through some really important health details. And today's topic of conversation is going to be around your bladder. Your bladder works every single day, and it's one of those organs that we probably don't think about that often. So let us welcome Dr. Amarish Mohan into the studio with us this morning. Good morning, sir. How are you? Uh
Yeah,
oh. Yes, there you are.
good morning, Miss Sandy.
How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good. Very good. Thank you so much. Shamari is not with us today,
All right.
but that's okay. We can hold down the fort without him. We've got consultant urologist, Dr. Amarash. Am I getting the first name right, Doc?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
beautiful. All right, so Dr. Amaresh is an experienced urologist specialized in the diagnosis and treatment of conditions affecting the urinary tract and male reproductive system. He has expertise in managing a wide range of urological disorders from kidney stones, urinary tract conditions, and prostate health, and urological cancers. With a focus on minimally invasive techniques, Dr. Amaresh is committed to delivering high quality, patient centered care and helping patients achieve the best possible outcomes. Of course, his background reads like a who's who. He's got his MCH. What does that stand for, Doc? I know it's a medical, obviously, degree, but what does
It's
the CH
it's a
stand
super
for?
specialty. It's called the Masters of Chirurgy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. He's got that master's in urology. And before undertaking a postdoctoral fellowship as well. Now, I'm not going to pretend I can pronounce this name. Basavatarakam.
Yeah, you're right.
Indo-American Cancer Hospital and Research Institute, and he also has furthered his clinical expertise by completing an observership at another well-known hospital in India and the University College London hospitals in the UK. Let's just say that he is well versed to talk about general urology, kidney stone disease, minimally invasive urology, laparoscopic urology, prostate health, reconstructive urology, urological cancers, and male urological health. So I think that you're the doctor that everybody's been waiting on. So oftentimes we get questions on here, and just generally speaking, saying, I need to go to Health City. Where's the urologist? And so here he is, folks. He is joining us this morning, and we're going to be talking specifically about understanding bladder health. Now, tell us a little bit, Doc, about the bladder, maybe something that we didn't know.
Yeah. So thank you for that kind introduction. So to all the viewers, I would like to tell that the bladder is supposedly to be a low pressure reservoir, and it is situated in our pelvis, and the most important function, it could be considered as the heart of urinary system. So why I call it as the heart? Because it fills up urine and then it pumps it out, and all of this is being done even without our knowledge. So that's how it is designed to be. It is designed to be a low pressure reservoir where it fills up under low pressure. We do not know until it is around 500 mLs, and then we get that sensation. And when we go and try to void, when we try to empty the bladder, that is when our pelvic floor and the sphincter relaxes, and we void again with low pressure. So why I'm insisting on low pressure is because the bladder is connected to the kidneys. So if there is high pressure, then the kidneys could get damaged. So that is why it is supposedly to be a low pressure reservoir always.
Okay. And also, when you say low pressure, does that mean, Doc, that we shouldn't be? And I was watching something about this recently, actually, which I thought was quite interesting. We shouldn't try to, when you have kids and you always tell them, just go take a potty break, whether you need to or not. Just go just in case, because when you get on the road, you don't want anybody requesting any potty breaks. But apparently, my apologies, it's not a good idea to go to the bathroom if you don't have a full bladder. Is that right?
Yeah, that is true to a certain extent. It just means that you shouldn't be applying any pressure when your bladder isn't full. So because bladder isn't designed that way, it is meant to be filled up, and then it should be emptied in a low pressure way.
Okay.
And that's
All
the
right.
reason even kids, especially when they have constipation and they
Mm-hmm.
try to force themselves to pass stools, that is when they can even land up with a urinary tract infection.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Very good. So, a healthy bladder is obviously, as the good doctor said, very, very important to your overall health and to the health of connected organs, kidneys, and, just other things in general, I would assume. So, we're going to be talking about the key role then that the bladder plays and why you should be paying attention to your bladder health. So, maintaining control without frequent urgency, leakage, or disruption to daily life. Now, I've got a question for you. As you age, and maybe it's not just age, it's other things that could be going on, why does the frequency seem to increase at night when you're trying to get that sleep?
Yes. That's a very good question. So, especially in the nights and when we age, so what happens is there is a bit of venous insufficiency wherein our legs get pooled, the limbs get pooled with water, the fluid, and when we lie down, this fluid can go back to the circulation and can get filtered by the kidneys, and the bladder fills up. And along with that, we usually have a tendency to drink lots of water just before we go to bed. So the water returning from the limbs, as well as we putting in lots of water through our drinking, so that can act as an overload on your bladder, and that is why we wake up more frequent than usual. So that's why drinking less just before we go to bed is usually recommended, especially after once you're 50 years and above.
Boy, it's so hard because that seems like when I'm thirsty is at night.
Exactly. No, yeah. So I tell all my patients the same thing, because that's because we do not drink enough during the day. So we need at least an average adult man needs about a gallon of water throughout the day, and women need about zero point 0.7 gallons. So we need to divide this equally during the day. For example, we need to be dividing them 33% from the in the morning session, and 33% in the afternoon, and 33% in the evening. So when I say evening, the water that we drink should be completed before 7 or maximum by 8 o'clock.
Oh my
Nothing
gosh.
after that.
Wow. Huh.
So if we can
Okay.
do it this way, our system is loaded and we do not feel that excessive thirst during the end of the day.
Right. Oh, that cutoff period is kind of hard for me because I'm up until midnight. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna try my best.
Yes.
We've got some guests already, some viewers, my apologies, already here in the comment section. Alfred, good morning to you. He has a question straight out for you. Says, Dr. Mohan, what are the urinary or sexual health problems that people tend to ignore but should actually get checked by urologists? So I think we might come to some of that here today, Alfred, but we're going to be focusing specifically on the bladder, which again, what's the size of the bladder? How big is it?
Yeah, so usually the bladder is an elastic organ. So it is like something like a, I wouldn't say a balloon, but it functions like a balloon wherein it has capacity to fill about 500 mLs of urine safely. So it can get filled even up to 500 to 600. So that's like a good capacity bladder. And
Right.
on an average, all of us should be going about 6 to 8 times during the day, which is normal and pertinent to how much water we drink. But anything more than 6 to 8 times is definitely abnormal. So that we need to bring it to the notice of the urologist.
Right. Okay. All right. So, Alfred, hopefully that helps. But there's certain things that could explain more frequent urination. For example, if you drank a lot of coconut water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Well, I do know now, but coconut water really, whew, that makes you go quite a bit.
Yeah. So some there are something called as a diuretics,
Mm-hmm.
which enhances the kidney to produce more urine. It could be caffeine, it could be alcohol. For some, it could be coconut water. For some, it could be carbonated water. So we need to pick up what stimulates our bladder. It is not universal, but definitely caffeine and alcohol
Mm-hmm.
are definitely bladder irritants and they are diuretics. So what they do, they irritate your bladder to become less capacious.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, it can uh, signal our kidneys to filter more urine. So that is when we
Mm-hmm.
go to pass more number of times,
Mm-hmm.
especially when we take coffee or alcohol.
Right. Okay. So some of the common bladder concerns we've already touched on: frequent urination, and that again is leading to pass urine more often than usual. The doctor has just given us some details on the frequency that you should be, experiencing, and another one is urgency. So explain to us, Doc, what is urgency when you think about your bladder?
Yeah, so urgency is for somebody who was all normal, suddenly feels the urge like I need to go now. So I see a couple of patients come to the OPDs, outpatients, and sit in right in front of me and say, Doc, excuse me, I
Mm-hmm.
need to go now. So that is
Mm-hmm.
not good. So that's not a good sign that your bladder is not able to hold any more urine. And
Mm-hmm.
they do not even end up being lots. It could be just few drops. So that
Mm-hmm.
means that your bladder is has lost its elasticity, or it's called compliance. So it
Mm-hmm.
has lost its capacity to stretch. So that could be due to something called as overactive bladder.
Mm-hmm.
Not that your bladder capacity has become small, but its functional status, in the sense it is giving a wrong signal saying that your bladder is full and you need to pee.
Mm-hmm.
So that is that urge that tells the person that I need to go now.
Right. And could that also be because you've just been holding it for too long? Because I suppose it's not healthy to hold it for an excessive amount of time either, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, especially kids, the school going kids, I see a lot of them coming to me with urinary infections, and
Mm-hmm.
most of them have this habit of holding urine till they get their next break. So, which is not right. So,
Mm-hmm.
because of that, the urine gets infected. So, I tell all these, especially young school going girls, they
Mm-hmm.
tend to hold a lot of urine, and that is when the urine can get infected. It's the same explanation to the adults as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. All right, folks. So don't hold it. An accidental leakage. Ooh, honey child. When you get to a particular age, Doc, I mean, I kind of feel like this might be inevitable, but tell me about it. You know, when you have that sneeze and you're trying to do a Kegel exercise to hold it in.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So this leakage usually is more common in women, and we see it in two ways. One is the most commonly seen is the stress leak. So when I
Mm-hmm.
say stress leak, that is when we are putting our the pelvic floor under stress. So that
Mm-hmm.
that could be a vigorous cough, it could be a laughter, or it could be you sitting for a long while and standing up.
Mm-hmm.
So this is more commonly seen in women who have had vaginal deliveries, who have gone through a lot of pregnancies, and who are postmenopausal, when
Mm-hmm.
the estrogen, when they lose the hormones, which are helping them to hold all the ligaments together.
Oh.
Especially, so this is the most common variant that we see. It's called stress urinary incontinence. And the second variant is the urge incontinence. So urge incontinence is when you have the urge that you want to rush to the washroom,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're not able to make it, you have a accident, you have a leak. So that's called the urge incontinence. So this is most commonly related to overactive bladder. That means your bladder is giving a wrong signal when you can actually hold it.
All right, folks, phone lines are open 936-2626. If you have any questions this morning about bladder health in general and you'd like to ask the good doctor about it, please feel free to give us a call. Very important discussion yet again this morning, courtesy of Health City, Cayman Islands. So we're going to talk about now what are some of the common causes. We've already, we'll get to some of the more common concerns, but when we get to causes, we've already heard the doctor mention some already. Everything from, menopause to perhaps you have done certain things that aren't particularly helpful when it comes to having an optimal bladder function. So this one here we were just talking about, I didn't even know the name of it, but here we go. Nocturia, waking up during the night to urinate. Oh my God. Right now I feel like some nights, Doc, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Some nights I'm okay. And then other nights I'm like, oh my God. Up frequently. I just run to the bathroom and then I run back to bed.
Right, right.
So you've already told us that cutting off water earlier in the evening is important. And if you're feeling thirsty when it comes to like 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, your suggestion is to do what?
Just have a sip of water, nothing more than that. Just wet your lips and wet your mouth. And don't end up drinking an entire bottle of water that can fill up the bladder and disturb your sleep. And especially in the elderly, after if they are 60 and 65, I wouldn't recommend drinking lots of water in the night because the sleep gets disturbed. And once the sleep gets disturbed, they become over fatigued, and that could lead to falls, and they could have some fractures because especially the elderly where the bones are very fragile, so any fall can be dangerous.
Wow. Okay. Evelyn is struggling with this. She says, I drink water mostly at night up until 11 p.m. And I'm curious, Evelyn, if you have been suffering at all from this nocturia, or are you drinking it late at night and you're still perfectly okay by not having to get up, 4 or 5 times to go to the bathroom? Miss Soka Phillips says, that's for people who go to bed at 9 p.m. 2 p.m. is the earliest for me. It's not only water we drink, many other liquids.
Yes,
Evelyn
so
also,
we
yes.
have few people who works at nights, so it is inevitable for them that they couldn't just stop without drinking. But at the same time, since they're awake, it wouldn't bother them. So this, whatever I'm talking, it's for people who have the regular sleep cycle, and especially if they're elderly and who are trying to sleep early and wake up early. For them this definitely works because all my patients whom I have advised and they have started doing this have come back to me with immense results. So they just say you didn't do any pills and it just worked. So it's all that the body needs is we need to respond to what it needs.
Okay, lots of interesting questions coming in today. All right, very good. Um, Evelyn says, I can't hold mine for too long. Wow. Keep paying attention here. All right, the other one we have is incomplete emptying, feeling as though the bladder has not emptied after urinating. Now, this is an interesting one because when I did my executive health check at Health City a couple years back, one of the things they actually checked for was the health of the bladder. And so they gave me a lot to drink. And I was like, oh my God, I felt like I was going to burst. And then they said, all right, we need you to go give us a little sample, go ahead and urinate and empty your bladder. And I was like, okay. And so then they look at what's left in the bladder after you have, in quotations, empty your bladder, because your bladder's never completely empty.
See, so the bladder is designed to be mostly empty. When I say mostly empty, up to 10 to 20 ml is accepted. and that is what is called as post-void residual urine. So this is very crucial for the urologist, because if somebody is holding more than 50% of what they had initially just before, so that's the reason when we do a scan we ask them to check it twice. One is with when the bladder is full, and second when they have emptied it. So that gives me a ratio about how much they're holding inside. So we are designed to keep the bladder mostly empty at all times. So having said that, if somebody is holding a lot of urine, that means that the bladder is slowly losing its function from emptying completely. So in men, that could be because of prostate, which is enlarged, and in women, it could be because their urinary passage is slightly become narrow with age. So these are the two common reasons why we hold a lot of urine, and especially in men it is mostly linked to the enlarged prostate.
All right, some great questions here this morning. Thank you guys so much. And then what about this weak stream or straining?
Yeah. So again, the weak stream and straining in men, it is mostly due to prostate, because prostate is situated right below the bladder, and when we pee, the urine needs to cross the prostate and come out. And prostate is supposed to be the size of a walnut when we are up to 50, and after 50 it tends to increase in size. And it presses against the urinary passage called urethra. So just imagine it's like a garden pipe, the hose pipe that you're trying to garden your plants, and imagine yourself pressing on the pipe. So it wouldn't let the water to go freely. So it's the same thing with the prostate. When the prostate becomes enlarged, the waterworks wouldn't work fine. So that is when we see a weak stream, or and the patient and they could be straining to get the urine out, but it just ends up just being a dribble.
Okay. And you need to pay attention, because if you're having to strain to go to the bathroom, that's also an indication that something's not working optimally.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it could be actually this weak stream and straining. We need to be even more cautious if you're a diabetic, because diabetes usually weakens the bladder, and the bladder could become underactive. So when I say underactive, it just doesn't push like how it has to. So
Right.
especially if you're a diabetic and you're having a weak stream, you need to be very cautious.
I tell you what, the more I learn about diabetes, my goodness, it impacts like every single organ in the body. It's crazy.
Yes.
So something that we all need to pay attention, especially given our diet and lifestyle. Good morning to Island Pearl. Irvlyn, I saw a comment from you. Where did it go? Oh, Irvlyn said that Dr. Sandeep basically told her to not drink water at night, but she is finding that hard to do. She says, I can't help it. I only get up once, like around 4:30. Then I'll go again at 5:30 when I'm showering for work. So that's not too bad.
That's
I
fine.
mean, yeah, I don't think that that's excessive. It's the nights when you have to go 5 times that you're kind of like, what on earth? All right. Good morning to Emma. Richard has a question. What causes the prostate to enlarge? So we have so many questions for the doc here this morning, Richard, but we're actually not really talking about prostate health today, but it does indicate that obviously we want to, we'll get him to answer your question, but we want to have him back so that we can focus on, because the urology is a general study of a lot of things, and they're all kind of connected, right, Doc? So you've got
Yes.
the bladder, the prostate, even to some extent, probably the kidneys. And so we see a lot of men have questions around the prostate. And in fact, Alfred had a question. He said the prostate is part of the male reproductive organ. So why does it cause so many urinary problems? And what symptoms should men not ignore? Does that sound like we need to have a segment on the prostate by itself?
Absolutely. Lots of men are interested about prostate.
Yes, yes. All right.
It's a
So,
good sign, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Very good that they even know what it is. So, common causes we've got overactive bladder, urinary tract infections, and large prostate in men, pelvic floor weakness, pregnancy, childbirth, or menopause related changes. And we just mentioned this diabetes or even high sugar. So, you may not yet have diabetes, but one of the warning signs is that frequent urination. They tell you frequent thirst and frequent urination is something you need to be looking out for because that can be an indication that something is going on with your sugar levels. A parent has a question this morning, and
Along with these causes, I just want to add one more that is commonly used uh, pills. It could be diuretics. If you're a heart failure patient, and if you are already taking few medicines like furosemide, that can also cause excessive urination. So you need to bring it to the notice of the urologist. And some diabetic medications like empagliflozin, also called as Jardians. So it is a very good pill. It works by removing the sugar through your urine, and when lots of sugar gets excreted by urine, you can have an increased frequency to pass urine, and you can have lots of urinary tract infections. So you just need to be aware when you're taking these pills that you are bound to have some frequency and infections, and do not neglect when you have the initial symptoms.
okay, very good. We've got a parent here this morning with a question. She says, let me just find it again. Her son, oh, there we go. Can you ask him to touch a nightmare bedwetting in children? Oh my goodness. So they can't hold the bladder during the night. If they have a bad dream, um, then, yeah.
Yeah, so in kids, even up to 6 to 7 years, having a nocturnal enuresis, we call it, the nocturnal urinary leak, it's quite common, but all we need is some training. It's called bladder training. So there are lots of options, even without medications, where we can put an alarm clock, wake up the child, try to make them pee. And there are some sensors which we can put in the bed. That is when the initial drop comes out, the alarm beeps, so the child wakes up and goes to pee the remaining of remnant of the urine in the toilet. So all these can help the child regain their confidence. And there are some pills which can help reduce the urine production in the night. So they just need to see the urologist and get suggestions. And most importantly, if they're constipated, we need to treat them as well.
Yes. All right. Deborah has a question. Why do you have to drink a gallon of water to have a colony test? And then I can't quite make out the rest of it. Or a something test. Is it really a gallon of water that you're drinking? I don't think it's so much.
No, when I say I mentioned gallon of water for men throughout the days for 24 hours. And to do any test, we do not require to drink that much water. Even for an ultrasound, we just ask for a culture or anything, we just ask the bladder to be full.
Yeah.
So that need not be so much of water.
Right. Because I mean, a gallon is a lot. That would more than fill your your bladder for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And can we talk about this phenomenon? I mean, I know it doesn't really happen that often, but there is such a thing as drinking too much water, especially in short spaces of time, and it can actually be deadly.
Yes.
Because essentially, my understanding is you strip your body of all of its like electrolytes and everything. Like you basically water yourself down, right? And that can be a dangerous thing to do.
Yes. Yeah, so especially in the elderly, drinking more water can dilute the blood, and it can dilute your electrolytes, especially sodium. And when sodium is diluted, they can land up in confusion. They can land up in they can have seizures, they can have multiple issues. So drinking excessive water is not recommended unless you are an athlete who are doing high performance games, or you're you're you work in the sun and you are a construction site worker where you demand more water.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if for an average adult who sits under the AC, who works on the computer, I do not recommend more than a gallon of water, because excessive water has its own set of problems.
Mm-hmm. All right, some good interaction here this morning. Good morning, everyone. Celine has a question. She says, what causes bladder distension?
Yeah, so bladder distension is again when you're not able to empty the urine outside, especially in men. It is the prostate again. The prostate enlarges and it wouldn't let the urine go out freely. So that is when the bladder gets distended. And in women, the urinary passage could become narrow with menopause and with age. So they could have bladder becoming over distended. And like I mentioned earlier, it could be your diabetes, which is not letting the urine get emptied. So that these are the common causes why the bladder gets distended.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, that parent said she's going to make an appointment with you because he sleeps through the alarms. Poor kid, he's just tired. He's like, oh, let me continue to sleep. All right, some common causes again. We've looked at that one. Thank you guys so much for these amazing questions. Constipation. Oh, I didn't think that that would impact the bladder, but there you go. Certain medicines, yes, including diuretics. We know about those. High caffeine or alcohol intake, you've already mentioned. Neurological conditions affecting bladder control. What sort of conditions might we be talking about here?
So this neurological conditions, when I say, most importantly, we need to understand that there are common neural pathways for both bladder and our bowel control. So if somebody has any back related condition, especially the disc problems, like they have a disc prolapse, or if they have a cauda equina syndrome, and if they are seeing a neurophysician for any of these conditions, it could affect your bladder and bowel function. So we need to understand, if somebody is chronically constipated, they also need to get the bladder checked, because the neural pathways are common for both.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And then bladder stones are other structural issues. I'm assuming that bladder stones are probably like kidney stones.
Yeah, so bladder stones are usually two types. One, the first variant is when you have a kidney stone and it drops down into your bladder. And the second variant is when somebody has a enlarged prostate, or if the urine is staying inside for a long time, then they could form stones inside your bladder. So these are the two variants that we see, and they can actually have lead to urgency that you want to pee always, but you end up peeing very little. So these are
Mm-hmm.
signs that you could be having some bladder stones.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Wow. Learning so much here today. And are the causes of kidney and bladder stones similar in cause or?
I would say similar, because it's the composition is almost the same, but bladder stones are most commonly because of infections. So when somebody is having recurrent
Mm-hmm.
urinary tract infections, that's not good, because they could be the future candidate to develop stones.
Mm-hmm. Now, Irvlin says here, if I drink coconut water, like about half a gallon during the day, I'll go more often. Now, we all love coconut water. You know, we're Caribbean people. So, what can I say? But it's probably not a good idea to drink. I mean, I love it too. And I can drink definitely more coconut water than anything else. But of course, that's because we love the sweetness in coconut water, right?
Yes.
And we have to remember, I suppose, that although it is a quote unquote natural sugar, it is still sugar. So the
Yes.
body treats natural sugars all the same, whether the source is honey, or coconut water. Because often we think, no, 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 that's good for me because it came straight from a tree. but your body can still see it as excessive sugar, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So Irvelin, maybe 1 glass a day at the most. Not half a gallon. That's a lot of coconut water.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got some high risk groups here, which include adults over 40, women after pregnancy, childbirth, or menopause. Gosh, we have so many things that could really impact us. And then men with prostate enlargement, people with diabetes, recurrent UTIs, neurological conditions, or chronic constipation, which we've just touched on, and those who are overweight. Really? So tell us a little bit about how weight impacts the bladder.
Yeah. So, see, when we mention these as high risk groups, it's not that they are going to get all the symptoms, but they need to be more aware that they could develop in the future. And trying to maintain an ideal body weight is the way to go. So, how it affects the bladder is when somebody is overweight, they're putting a lot of pressure on the pelvic floor. So pelvic floor is what holds the bladder, the full bladder especially, to stay in its normal position. But when somebody is overweight, the pelvic floor is it tends to become lax, and that could sag the bladder down and they could have urinary issues. So bladder maintaining an ideal body weight is very vital to have a good healthy bladder as well.
Wow. Again, weight has an impact on so many things. Who knew?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you so much for that. All right. So, Greg has a comment here. Greg says, for the past few weeks, my urine stream has been alternating between a strong flow and a very weak flow, sometimes almost stopping before picking up again. I am diabetic, and my last PSA level was zero point 0.9 ng/ml. What could be causing these urinary symptoms?
Yeah, so he has mentioned that he's a diabetic. So I would check on his blood sugar levels, and I would also I he has not mentioned his age here, so I would like to check his prostate health because how is his prostate size, and though his PSA is normal, it just rules out cancer, but we do not know if it's enlarged. So and that could be the cause why he's alternating between a strong flow and a weak flow.
Oh. Now, when he says alternating, does that mean within the like one passage, it's weak and
Yes.
strong? I
Yes.
see. Oh, okay. And there should be a consistent flow.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Alfred Real says, I drink about 8 to 16 ounces of water every hour. And my habit is that every time I urinate, I drink water afterwards. Okay. Is this a good way to maintain bladder health, or could I actually be drinking too much water and making myself urinate more often? How should someone know the difference between healthy hydration and overhydration?
Yeah. So like I mentioned again, so it's 1 gallon per 24 hours is what is recommended. Unless you're an athlete who's doing high performance activities or you're a construction site worker who demands high large amount of water. Otherwise, if you're drinking more and you're not getting exposed to the sun and you're not getting excessive sweat, you might be overhydrating yourself. And overhydrating can lead to uh, other side effects like hyponatremia, where your sodium drops down and you can have confusion, you can have seizures. So I wouldn't recommend that for an elderly man.
Okay, he's not that elderly, by the way, but so before you have those extreme signs that you're overhydrated, is there anything else that you should be looking for, or just try to keep it within that 1 gallon in the 24-hour period? Is that your recommendation then?
Sorry, I didn't get
Yeah,
it.
sorry. So my question is, you talked about some of the more serious signs of overhydration,
Yeah.
right? So before you get to those more serious signs, is there something else that might be more subtle that you would notice, or should you just really just pay attention to the quantity? Because it's hard. I mean, when I think about a gallon, and then I think, did I drink that in a day? I don't know
No,
if I
it's
drank a gallon or
I
not.
because I don't see very frequently people completing a gallon of water in a day because
It's a
it's a
lot.
lot. It's a lot.
Okay.
And somebody who is drinking more than that, I hardly see anybody.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Soka has a good recommendation. She says pay attention to the color of your urine. Right. So this is one way that you can kind of tell as well. So light yellow is what we're looking for in terms of color of urine.
Yes. So color of urine is fairly a decent marker where it should be clear. So that's what I tell my patients. How do you know that you are hydrating yourself well? If your
Mm-hmm.
urine is clear, that's sufficient. It shouldn't be anything dark yellow or anything bright yellow. So that's not good. Or it shouldn't be cloudy as well. It should be a clear. If it's like water, that's best.
Oh, so even light yellow isn't good. That means not
Isn't good.
sufficient.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I've learned a lot here already today because I thought light yellow was okay. Right. So symptoms to pay attention to: going to the bathroom more often than usual. So again, pay attention to your patterns. Sudden urges that are difficult to control. Leaking urine before reaching the bathroom. Sometimes I feel like I wait till the last minute though, that I'm like, oh my God, I gotta cross my legs, run.
Yeah.
Leaking when coughing, sneezing, laughing, or exercise. I gotta admit, sometimes, it must be age now. You get a little tinkle when you sneeze or something. And waking repeatedly at night to urinate. Let me ask you about the leakage issue. Oftentimes, as women, we've heard that we can do what's referred to as these Kegel
Ego
exercises
exercise.
to improve the pelvic area. Do they work when it comes to helping with leakage?
Definitely it helps. It definitely helps. My only suggestion would be if somebody is having leaking urine or that urge, so what I strongly recommend is keep your bladder empty. So how you do that is there's something called as double voiding. That is when you pass urine, again you need to visit the washroom, just relax your pelvic floor and empty the last few drops that is there in your bladder. It could be men, it could be women. You need to keep your bladder as empty as possible so the accidents of urine leakage as well as the urge comes down. So I'm not asking you to strain. All I'm asking is you sit and just be relaxed, stay relaxed, relax your pelvic floor and empty even whatever is there. So that helps in reducing the leakage.
Okay. And just want to remind your listeners, I know a lot of you are presenting your situations. The only way to get a definitive medical diagnosis is to obviously go in and see the doctor, right? So he's kind of giving us general information this morning. This is not a diagnosis. This is not a consultation. In order to properly get a consultation, you'd need to go in and see him because, as he rightfully said, I think it was Greg's situation. He says, I need to know his age. I need to know more information. And of course, that's why when you go to the doctor, you get a full workup with all of those details and tests and so on that will help the good doctor here to make a proper diagnosis and perhaps some treatment options for you as well. So very, very important just to remind everyone of that. Someone then is asking in the comment section about a dual/split stream because they hear their husband talking about it and they're wondering, what that is. Dual or split urine stream in men.
Yeah. So this is also called as playing. So when they pass urine, there are two streams that comes out, and it is most commonly because of the enlarged prostate, which divides the urine stream into two. So when somebody is having a splaying or a dual split urine stream, they need
Yes.
to they need to visit the urologist because it's mostly because of the enlarged prostate.
And what happens if you leave an enlarged prostate enlarged? it gets worse, it causes other problems. What
Yes.
does that do?
So most importantly, it keeps growing inside, and one
Mm-hmm.
fine day they can land up in something called as an acute retention, where they cannot pee at all, and
Oh,
that's
wow.
not very that just troubles them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Oh,
need to
gosh.
rush, and you need to put in a catheter, and you need to do lots of other things which could have been treated very easily with medications at the first place.
Right. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. And if someone isn't able to pee, then that's when the catheter, that's the bag that you've got to
Yes.
wear. And that's
Yes.
really the only option, right?
Yes.
Yeah, nobody wants one of those. All right, folks. So glad to have Dr. Amaresh here with us this morning, and we're going to start to wrap up with him. So, again, waking up repeatedly at night to urinate, leakage before reaching the bathroom, or when coughing, sneezing, or laughing, or exercise. Those are all things that you need to pay attention to. Other symptoms: weak urine stream, straining to pass urine, or pain, sorry, or burning when passing urine, feeling unable to fully empty the bladder, blood in the urine, and needing to plan daily activities around your bathroom access. Oh, yikes. Why is it? Is it a psychological thing, Doc? The other day somebody was saying to me they're having surgery this week and they can't eat or drink past a certain time. And I said, in my mind, that's always the one morning that you feel the hungriest because you can't eat, And it's like when you have limited access to a bathroom, is it just me, or that's when you feel like, oh my God, I got to go all the time?
No, it's a common phenomenon. It's a common phenomenon because one episode in the past where we couldn't make it, or we had severe pain, discomfort, that could
Mm-hmm.
leave a stress in our minds, saying that
Yes.
what happens if I do not find next time. And when it happens couple of times, then it just leaves a imprint on our minds, and that goes with us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one reason. So we most importantly, we need to be in command of our bladder. But if the bladder is commanding what we need to do,
Mm-hmm.
then we need to definitely meet the urologist and see what we need to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, wonderful. All right. And of course, you have to know when it's out of your control and when you should be seeking medical advice. And he gave us one example just now. Give us some more examples of when it's a good idea to reach out to a professional.
Yes. So most importantly, when somebody is having more frequent urination than their usual, and if somebody is waking up more than twice in the nights, and if they're straining to pee and just end up passing few drops of urine coming out, or if
Mm-hmm.
they're sneezing, and if they have urine leaking, so all these are a signs that their bladder is not in good control. So, and these could be a small, see, these are just symptoms, and the actual cause could be very much treatable if they can see the right person at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
So if they leave it to the end, and if they end up not passing urine at all, that is when they end up requiring any surgery and all that. But
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, most of them are treatable with simple lifestyle changes and some bladder training and some pills.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, very, very good. All right, we're going to wrap up here. Again, the options there: lifestyle changes, bladder training, pelvic floor exercises, or physiotherapy, medication potentially, or treatment for underlying issues such as an infection or prostate enlargement. And, that's where you definitely want to reach out to Dr. Amarish. Liana, sorry, says with the heat wave, drink water with your fruits to keep a natural hydration. Okay. I mean, you should probably be careful taking in too many fruits anyway. If you're diabetic, again, sugar is sugar to some extent to the body, right? The body's going to treat it the
Yes.
same. So be very careful with your sugar intake, especially if you're drinking it and not eating it. because eating it, at least you're getting the fiber and it slows down the intake a bit. Peeing patterns, pain during urination, and color of the pee, leakage. All right. So what does it mean when you see bubbles from urine? Oh, or foul scent. So your urine should not have an excessively strong odor either if you're
Yes.
properly hydrated. So if you have bubbles, what about bubbles? I've never heard of
Yeah, so
bubbles from urine.
that's a very good question. So especially the bubbles in the urine could could point to two things. Number one, most common is infection. If there is any infection, the urine just froths up. And the second common cause is if you're losing a lot of protein in your urine, that could be a sign that your urine is bubbling and frothy. And the
Oh,
foul scent again points to most commonly it's the urine infection. So
okay.
we need to get the urine checked and get treated appropriately.
Uh-huh. Okay. Deborah asking about how medication can change the color of your urine. That's possible, yes?
Yes. So not all medications, few medications that work that get excreted via the urine can change the color of urine, and also even some uh, beetroots and some food that we eat can alter the urine color because the pigment is so strong that it gets excreted in your urine. So I see a couple of patients who come like panicking that they have blood in your urine, but when I ask the history, they would say that they had some beetroots and that stuff. So it's just they all need is a reassurance.
Yes. All right. So Marshall says, good topic this morning. Very informative. It sure has been. And I can see that you guys are enjoying it. And Soka reaffirms that, yes, if your pee is red, you probably ate beetroots. All right, folks. So to keep your bladder optimally, in good health, reduce caffeine and alcohol if they worsen your symptoms. Avoid large amounts of fluid close to bedtime. I got to try to work on that one. Stay hydrated without over restricting fluids, and manage constipation. Seek medical advice if your symptoms persist, the new symptoms that are concerning, or they are worsening. So, some really great bits of advice here this morning around bladder health. So, thank you so much to Dr. Amarish Mohan. Again, lots of people are happy that you are finally on island and all clear. Ingrid is in the comment section saying, welcome to Health City, Dr. Amarish. And folks, if you need to reach Health City, 640-4040 is their telephone number, info@healthcity.ky. And of course, you can also visit their website, download the app because you can make appointments right from there as well. Soka says the pee is ammonia smelling. Take a teaspoon of baking soda and a glass of water. Voila. It helps. All right. So lots of people. Alfred also says, Marshall, I agree. This was an excellent topic today. Look at that. Fantastic. We have excellent topics every week, but I get that some are definitely, I think they've just missed having a urologist on board for a while. So we've already got one person says, I'm booking an appointment right now. Good for you, honey child. Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much. We've got an anniversary that we are celebrating today, and I'm going to tell you guys something, but it's one of the trivia questions. I can't tell you until after someone has got the trivia question correct. But we want to thank the Health City Cayman Islands team, Dr. Amarash and Shamari, and all of the marketing team, Dr. Benoit. I got a really good, heartfelt story about Dr. Benoit this morning. He probably doesn't want me to share it, but I'm going to share it anyway because it just shows what an amazing person he really is. So, Dr. Amarash, welcome to
Thank
the
you
Cayman
so much.
Islands, and
Thank
welcome
you.
to Health City. And you've had your inaugural visit here on Cayman Mall Road, and I think it went extremely well. We've had such positive feedback this morning, so I hope to see you again soon so that we can talk about some of the other things that fall under your remit.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Okay, have a beautiful day. All right, folks, 9362626. Let me tell you something, honey child. You are going to want to have that phone number on speed dial today. Yes, you are. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. And then I'm going to share with you this really amazing story about Dr. Benoit. Maybe I'll share it before we go on the break. Okay, let me share it before we go on the break. All right. So I don't want to give too many details because, people come to me with information that, I still consider confidential information. Let me just put it this way. We had someone who lives in one of the sister islands, and they have to come to Cayman for medical procedure, and they were having some issues with accommodation. And so they reached out to me. They said, hey, Miss Sandy, we're connected to people in Grand Cayman. And they said, you got a problem. This is who you reach out to. And we're wondering what you can recommend, if you have any suggestions on where we can stay. We don't drive when we come there, et cetera, et cetera. So I said, okay. And I reached out to Dr. Benoit as my first sort of point of inquiry to say, hey, they're from the BRAC. Grand Cayman is like a little bit of a different world to them. More streets, more traffic, more everything. And so, they're going to be in the East End for this procedure. What can you recommend? He sorted everything out. He said, don't worry. Just give me their contact details. He sorted it out. And not only did he sort it out in terms of like, okay, we got you a place to stay. Transportation has been sorted out. So when they get here, like I said, they don't drive. Now they're going to have pickup service, take them where they need to go. Not a problem. And on top of that, he's doing this at no cost to them. Can I just tell you, this is not the first time that I've reached out to Dr. Benoit, and he has just stepped right up and assisted someone. He is really an amazing individual. As you guys know, he's kind of the head honcho there at on the ground at Health City, Cayman Islands. And he's always so engaging and friendly when I run into him anywhere. He'll spare a moment to talk to you. He's saving lives every single day. And he's also, beyond saving lives, just really demonstrating to people that he is a man of principle, and he really believes in helping people where he can. So I just wanted to do a big shout out. Like I said, he probably didn't even want me to share that story, but I just want to do a big shout out to Dr. Benoit this morning, and just let you know that the community really appreciates all of the amazing things that you do. So thank you. Thank you. And that woman, I can tell you that when I reached back out to her and told her, what the end result was and everything, she was in literal tears. Like, she was literally in tears saying, oh my God, I cannot believe this. Thank you so much. And she was thanking me, but I'm like, he's the one who, really just stepped forward and made it so easy for me to even ask, Sometimes I call in favors for people, and some people are like, oh my God, I don't want to call them. I never feel that way about calling Dr. Benoit, because I know if he can help, he will help. So thank you, Dr. Benoit. All right. And on that note, we have some giveaways. The rest of the show, we're going to be celebrating 9 years, honey child. And I'm going to tell you a little boo-boo that I just made, but that's okay, because my boo-boo is going to become one of the trivia questions here shortly. We got a whole goodie, like lots of giveaways, including a 75-inch TV. Hello. Get those numbers, those fingers ready to dial 936-2626. Let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
For some families, applying for early childhood education support isn't simple, and it has nothing to do with whether they need it. The early years matter more than any other, which is exactly why access to support should never be out of reach. No internet at home, a parent in difficult circumstances, a child in government care. These are real situations, and no child should pay the price for them. So we've introduced the option for a trusted third party to complete the application on a family's behalf. A relative, a social worker, a pastor, someone the family knows and trusts. The parent remains fully informed. Their consent is required, always. This is about making sure no child misses out simply because the process felt out of reach. If you work with vulnerable families in a school, a church, or other agency, you can now step in. That child deserves their chance. And now you can help make sure that they get it.
We talk about equal opportunity. Well, this is what it looks like in practice. A child's start in life should never depend on whether their parent could navigate a form. We've removed that barrier. If you need help applying or you are in a position to help someone else, use the third-party application option. Visit us at moeapplication.gov.ky and begin the process today.
Alrighty. We are back. Y'all ready to win some prizes? All right, let's go through the list of what is on the giveaway today. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up. Got it right here, honey chow. Instagram folks, I want y'all to win too, so make sure you're paying attention. Okay. All right, so this is the full list of prizes. And I always feel like on this show, we can always throw in a little bit something extra. All right, here we go. 17 prizes up for grabs today. We got some CMR mugs, driver's license / bank card holders, passport holders. We've got the coat of arms tote bag, 2 executive health checks. We have a $100 gift certificate from Cost You Less. We have a 3-camera dash cam kit. We have a Buzz TV box with 1 month of streaming. We have, by the way, this one was just added. I got a little extra something for you all. Oh my gosh. A 3-night stay, or 3-day, I guess 3 nights, 3-night stay at the Westin plus spa services. Hello, mini vacation. Here somebody comes. We've got a Ninja, and thanks to the Westin for donating that prize. And we've got a Ninja Creamy ice cream maker, courtesy of A.L. Thompson's. And of course, our big prize, a 75-inch smart TV. And that is courtesy of Price Right. Thank you, Woody Foster. Another amazing gentleman who's always doing so much in the community. Everybody ready to win some prizes? Can I get a hip hip? Hooray! All right. Amiria says you have excellent topics every week. Thank you so much. I'm sure the good folks over at Health City are going to appreciate the feedback. We'll pass that along to them. And let me see here now. Leanna says, why is there a sudden... Oh, God. We don't want to talk about that today. Let me not talk about that today. Oh, my God, please. Ugh, I don't want to get an instant headache. We talk about it a lot, though. Trust and believe me. And we'll pick it up another day. All right, so let's give away some prizes. We got questions for you. And it was hard for me to start thinking about some questions because I'm like, if these people pay half attention... I feel like these questions are going to be so easy. All right. Question number 1. Up for grab is one of our CMR mugs. And trust me, these mugs are a coveted item all over the world, apparently. They have made their way to Europe. Sometimes people have been traveling and somebody else sees their mug and they're like, oh my God, can I have that mug? And they're like, of course. And they give their mugs away and then I have to top them up and give them another mug. So we got a couple mugs to give away today. So let's start off with a lovely, and I got my bag here. Hold on. I'll pull out a mug. So those of you who may not have seen it, so you can see exactly what you are potentially missing. You drink coffee or tea. Yes. There it is. On one side, we have the cold hard truth. Yep, because that's what we do around here, like it or not, honey child. And then on the other side, we've got honey child and Sandy Hill, because people kept asking me to sign their mugs, and I was like, okay. So I thought, just put my name on it, because I'm not about to give y'all my real signature. Next thing you know, y'all be signing loans in my name or something. Who knows? All right. So this is our lovely mug, Honey Chow, Cold Hard Truth. So who wants a mug? Now, listen, you never know. And I'm still trying to think about the 75-inch TV because that's a big prize, right? I don't know if just a regular question is going to cut it there, but we'll see. So go ahead and get ready. 936, you have to call in. You have got to call in. All right. Some of these are going to be two-part questions because I feel like if we make it too easy for you, then, we don't want to make it too easy. Okay. Question number 1. What day? I need a day, month, day, and date. So when did CMR start? This one should be, it kind of seems like a no-brainer, but I'm going to tell you why it may not be quite as much of a no-brainer as you think. Someone says, I'll take the cost you less one, please. 936. Oh, someone says, how many times can we call in? All right. So, you can call as much as you want, but if you win, then you got to give somebody else a chance. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program. Oh, hello. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
All right. Do you believe that you have the answer? And by the way, we've invited people to jump on to the live stream if they want to join us as part of the celebrations. And now it's open. So if you guys want to jump on, by all means, feel free to do so. Yes, caller, what do you think it is?
Friday the 30th of June, 2017.
Friday the 30th of June. No, it actually isn't. I'm going to explain to you why in a second. But nope, that's not it. You're close, though. You're very, very close. So think about it and give us a call back. So the question is, what day? You got to give me the date. I don't need to know the day of the week, but I guess if you know the date, you can quickly figure that out. But what day did CMR begin? What is her actual anniversary / birthday? Wee. Like, wait a minute, Sandy. What you saying? Yes. Any takers? Have I stumped y'all coming out of the barn? 9362626. There's lots of easy ways for you to figure it out. Let me put it that way. So, you can't call my personal number. You need to call the show number. As a matter of fact, I need to be charging that other phone. All right, here we go. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Hey, Sandy.
Hello.
Could it be the 17th of June, 2017?
No, not the 17th. You're you're definitely in the ballpark. For sure.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right. Thank you very much. So if you don't get it right, of course, you can call back and try again. So close, but I'm going to tell you something. The first caller was very, what do those kids say? You're hot. You're real hot. Warmer. You're hot. Okay. So yes. Think about it. Y'all calling the wrong number, though. I'm not going to answer the personal phone today. You got to call the right phone number. Do I need to tell y'all about following instructions? 936-2626 is the telephone number. There we go. Good morning, caller.
So before I answer, I just want to say, when you say hot, like how hot we going?
You're hot to trot.
All right. Thursday, the 29th of June, 2017.
Ka-ching! Yes, and yes. Okay. We're celebrating today on the 30th. And I'm going to tell you in my head, because we celebrated it last year on the 30th, in my head, I was like, oh yeah, it's the 30th. But one of my very astute listeners said to me, she said, Sandy, you know the anniversary is not the 30th, right? And I said, what? She said no. You know why I was thinking that? Because last time it fell on a weekend. And so we celebrated it like the next day, the next business day when we have the show. But it is actually, you're absolutely right. It is actually the 29th of June. You could have easily checked it and verified it, even from our Facebook to see when our Facebook got started. So congratulations, sir. You've won yourself an amazing CMR mug, which I don't think, do you have one? I'm trying to think. I don't.
I have one, but it don't have the honey child thing on.
Oh, so look at that. You get an
I got one of
upgraded
the
mug.
earlier iteration. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. All right.
So quick question for you, right? How
Yes.
many times you can call in?
You won one item, so if you win, yeah. But get your friends to call in. I mean, a 3-night stay at the West End, that can be shared with a really good friend. All righty, good stuff. Congrats. I'm just gonna make a note of the winners here, because if I don't do that, I will totally forget. Trust and believe me. All right, so hold on one second here now, honey chow. So yes, congratulations to our first winner. I was thinking there, did I stump you guys? Did I make it too hard? Oh my goodness. But yeah, we're technically, it is the 29th. So we're celebrating today. Sometimes you do that, right? Your birthday falls on a weird weekday or whatever. Kids, poor Gigi, she has a summer birthday when nobody's here. So this year she decided to have her little pre-birthday party with all her friends and stuff. So the 29th of June, 2017 was when the ruckus all started, honey child. And what a day it was. All right. Now, if you've been paying attention, and I certainly hope you have been, this next question is actually going to be pretty easy. Let me just see here now. Give me 1 second. And yes, feel free to, just sign in, jump on to the live stream. Anybody that wants to jump on and say hello to everyone and, well wishes, we welcome those. So not a problem. Yep. Just jump on, honey child. Let me just see here. Want to make sure I'm taking down the winners. So permit me to just open up a little blank document here. Okay, that was prize number 1. Prize number 2. So we're gonna go through all the different prizes. We'll change it up a little bit. So let me just pull up the prize list and I'll tell you what prize number 2 is going to be. Let's do one of the executive health checks. Yes, honey child. Don't forget, Jacqueline, you got to call in. Putting it in the comment section is not how you win. I don't think you should say what the prize is that you're giving away. I was kind of thinking about how to do that, actually. Do you think I should not say it until you win it? I mean, I'm okay with that too. If you guys are okay with it. In fact, maybe I should even tell you all the question before you call in. Now that's going to be hard. We have Miss Sabrina Turner joining us. Good morning.
Good morning and happy anniversary.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh my goodness. This is 9 years of, I wouldn't say bliss, but oh my God, hard work.
Wow, girl. People don't know.
I think you need to maybe, if not, give a little bit of exactly the historical context behind this amazing platform that you've created. Because one would not understand your journey. And here you are 9 years. Now we know 10 years, decade. Yeah, that's where it all comes out, bells and whistle. But I think what you need to do, just give a little cliffhangers leading up to the big 10-year, because with how, technology is evolving right now, and here you are 9 years, you're spreading your wings. You've given so much of us an opportunity to be into this space. It is an honor to be celebrating with you this morning, today on your 9-year anniversary. And you're just, you're the gift that keeps giving. And to some, that could have its own meaning. But congratulations, Sandra. On a
Some of y'all are like, oh,
well
God.
done job. Here she, I wonder what, am I going to be the content? I think people have understood the language much better with content creating, understanding your purpose, understanding your vision, where you are. And here you are today,
Yeah.
9 years and still going strong. And there's much more to come. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Now, we had someone that was just calling us from overseas. I don't know if they were going to call back on WhatsApp, but yes, we do have a lot of guests. So I'm going to give a bit of the story, but some of the story, the trivia questions are coming out of the story, but let's go with it. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I'm just ringing to wish you congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
How is it? It's Tamsin, by the way. I'm in England at the moment. Sunny England.
Nice. Wonderful. So I'm going to ask you a question, not a trivia question, but just sort of a general question. What was your first, I know you were obviously here working and living in the Cayman Islands. What was your first sort of memory of Cayman Mall Road? It was probably fair. Somebody probably mentioned the name. You're like, oh God, no. But do you remember?
So I've actually got a really funny story.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I absolutely remember this. So I'd only been in Cayman about a month, and everyone talked about Mall Road and everyone, like, everything that went on in the scandal. And I remember being in a restaurant in Savannah with my 2 kids who were little at the time. And my little boy was playing up, and you were sat at the next table. And my little boy was like playing up, and he wanted to run around. And I was like, shut up, you have to be quiet, because Sandra's at the next table. We're going to end up on Mall Road. So that was my first ever memory. I remember seeing you at the next table and going, oh my God, we're going to end up on it.
Oh,
and then
my
obviously
goodness.
over the years, we got to know you, and, we still watch your show every day. It's still something that we sit down and watch together. I think I told you we sit at home at night in bed as we're going to sleep, and we have the show on. So you've absolutely become a Cayman institution.
Oh, thank you so much. And your son did not end up on Mall Road.
He did not. Not to this day. There's still time, but as of today, he hasn't.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that amazing story. And it is so funny because it does make me sort of reflect on people see the platform, they see me, and they think they have an idea of who I am and what I'm like. And then when they really meet me in person and they talk to me and they get to know me, it is very different. They always say this to me, oh, you're so nice. And I'm just like, okay.
I tell people that because that's the first
Exactly.
question that I get is, how is she? What is she like working with? I said,
true.
I know a total different person.
Yeah.
Definitely. And it's funny because even when I was working at the university and we'd set up interviews, and I'd go into a meeting and I'd say, we've got a slot on Mall Road, who wants to go and speak? And everyone would be absolutely petrified. And then once they'd been on or they'd met you, then they were super happy to come on again. But it's just getting over that initial fear of, I suppose people don't always like speaking on the media anyway.
Yeah.
But you're true. It's true. Once people get to know you and realize how kind you are and what a nice person, and it's a total contradiction to what they think initially. But also I think that your reputation and the show has grown so much over the years that now you are the number 1 news source on the island and have been for a number of years. So I think people's perception has changed. And yeah, you're just smashing it, and here's to the next 9 years.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Cheers.
Of course.
All right.
Of course,
Thank
of
you.
course.
Really, really appreciate that.
Yeah,
All right.
but have a good day and have a good
Yes.
show.
Thank you.
And we look forward to catching up soon.
All right. Thank you so much. All the way from the UK, folks. First congratulatory phone call, 936-2626. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's almost 2:00 in the afternoon there. So definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Sabrina, you were asking about kind of the backstory of how we got started. And I'm going to tell you some of it. But one of the things is actually a trivia question. So we're going to give away another prize. Now, what do you think? Do you think we shouldn't tell people what they're going to win until after they answer the question? I was thinking about doing it that way. I kind of like that maybe.
It's really leaves you into suspense. But then
Okay.
you don't want the assumption, oh, it all depends on who answers the question that determines the prize.
Yeah.
Maybe the prize should determine the complexity of the question, but maybe
Oh,
that's too
it is. It's
so
coming.
well. Yeah, I just think you say it and then that removes all speculations. That's how my brain works.
Okay.
That's
we
just
got
me.
Yeah. All right, we've got another caller on the line. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Hi, good morning.
Hello.
My voice is on a big congratulations. And
Thank you.
Sabrina, what are you doing there?
She woke me
I'm-
up. You know, this is my morning voice, Miss Lucille, but I couldn't. It'll take her to wake me up to celebrate 9 years. It's only Sandra that has done this and to just put me live.
I'm not too strong, but I have to call in this morning. And I need to know what position I am on my radio station, if I'm still number one, as they said.
You're always number one, Miss Lucille. You might share the number one slot with a few more people though, but you're always number one.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
congratulations.
darling. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Hope I live to see you more in it.
Oh yes,
Okay, you all
absolutely.
take care at
I
home now.
appreciate it.
Take
Thank you.
care.
All the best, Miss Lucille.
All right. So Marika, says it's lovely to see you and Miss Sabrina on. Always a force to be reckoned with. So I got to tell y'all a funny story about Sabrina and I, because people in real life, when she was minister, would always confuse us. I mean, I think I got it probably more than she did, but literally people would walk up to me and say, "Oh, hi, minister," and they'd start talking. I'm looking at them like, I am not who you think I am. I am not the minister. And then they'd go, "Oh, you're not?" And I'm just like, no.
I took on the name
So-
Sandra Turner.
Yes. And, you know, it's so funny because when you and I went to the recent CUC conference, Women in Energy, we did some pictures and stuff together. And I have one here, the pictures they printed out. And Gianna, not a word of lie, she picked up the photo and she says, "Mom, you look like Miss Sabrina." And I was like, "Really?" Now, you know, when your own daughter's saying that, there might be some resemblance there. But I kind of wonder if maybe we're family somewhere along the line. And
Don't go
Key Man, you
digging.
never,
Don't go digging. That might unearth too much.
in Cayman, you never can tell, you know, you need to do that genealogy test because child, all kind of people popping up on mine. But yeah, I mean, I see the resemblance, you know.
What Jim says, you're the prickly pineapple. I'm the peach.
Leave it up to
But
Jim.
both are sweet inside.
Yes, leave it up to Jim, honey child. Good morning, Emma. Thank you so much. Lisa says, so beautiful to see you and Miss Sabrina side by side in the show, looking like twins. Aw, yesterday was my birthday. So Lisa, you got to remember that our anniversary, our birthday and your birthday is the same date.
Wow.
Yeah. I praise God for life, my loving and caring husband, and the rest of my family and friends who showed me so much as they always do. Well, happy belated birthday. I hope that you enjoyed it to the fullest.
Right.
Thank you so much. Balika, feel free to call in. Says, congrats for 9 years of service, of being of service to the community while fighting prosecutions and persecutions. Also, so good to see Sabrina sharing the occasion. So we are going to have some other people jumping on. So yes, appreciate the phone calls so far. You can call us 936-2626, as well as you are also free to jump on like Sabrina has if you want to. You know, one of the things that so someone says you need to say what the prize is in advance to avoid appearing to favor prize based on caller. Yes. Yeah, because people might always speculate.
Yeah.
Although I'm the worst person with voices, I'll tell you what, because people call in and I don't often catch voices until like, I'm like, oh, that was that person. There's very few people that I know their voices off the bat. But I think to be fair, that's probably.
I think you would have a hard time selling that because everybody knows Sandra and they think that Sandra knows everybody.
I know. That's what that's like when they walk up to me and start talking to me and I'm like, who you be? Who you is? All right, switch it up for a bit for the TV. You can do lucky number 7 or something like that. All right, don't worry. We got questions. Alfred says, Sandra and Sabrina, what do you think of making a 10-year anniversary duster for next year? Congratulations on 9 years. A duster? What the hell, Alfred talking about?
A house dress, a duster.
Geez, peace, Alfred. I mean, there's a lot of things that we can create, but why a duster? Do either of us look like we wearing dusters around the house?
I'll pull out the rollers for you. I'll pull out the rollers, Alfred. At this hour of the day, I'll pull out the rollers.
Right? Dawn says, happy anniversary. So amazing to have you and Sabrina together. Yes, well, you guys know that Sabrina has an evening show every evening from 5 to 7 p.m. I'm so excited actually about her show. I don't get to listen as much as I want to, but I always know that you have engaging conversations, you have guests coming on. And so the next yes, absolutely. And it has steadily maintained such amazing numbers. But the next question I'm going to ask is something about guests. So let's give away one of these Health City executive health checks. You guys know these things are worth like hundreds of dollars. I mean, I think the base price, I can't remember what the base one is now, but this is a really, really amazing, like, good prize. So the next question is, let's roll our minds back, and we're going to share some of the history of CMR. But okay, let me put it this way. We're going to start with the who questions first. Who were our first, when we started the show, right? Who would have been our first political guests that we interviewed? So I can't remember if it was called The Cold Hard Truth then. It might have been. Maybe. But who were our first, and you got to name 2 people. Who were our first political guests? So since we've got a former MP on the show, I thought this would be one of the good questions that we could throw out there. Who were our first political guests? And I'm not going to tell you all the year yet, because that's not another question that is going to be coming down the pipeline. Marika says, number 1 show. It just leads me to think, what exactly would we do without CMR? Definitely, we would be underinformed. I'm so glad between Sabrina Speaks and Nicole Hard Truth that we're able to bring you guys information. Alfred says, Marika, so true. Now, we have very, very different platforms, different personalities, but we still bring amazing information to the people. Sabrina,
in our own way.
Yes, exactly. I mean, when I do get a chance to listen to her show, she is very educational, almost like a teacher, breaks it down for you, explains a lot, and she has that inside sight that
I can do the 2, compare it to reality and living it.
Yep. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Iva. Miss Iva says, good morning, my Milo girl. that must be you, girl.
She even cut me short on the Milo this morning, Iva. I'm just here.
Yes, happy anniversary. Thank you, Miss Romelia. You need a kaboom. Also, Sabrina, best talk show host.
Oh, that's the boyfriend Andrew. Yeah. I got so much boyfriends.
That one. Yeah, she's doing an amazing job. So 936-2626, the question's out there. Who, 2 people, our first political guest? Ooh, I think I got them stumped already.
And this is from when you were originally like the Marl Road before your very first political person.
Yes.
Or as a guest.
Yes. So, my goodness. Okay, all right. We got somebody who's going to try. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, honey child. How
Good
are you?
morning, good morning, good morning. Are you going to try to win one of those executive health checks?
Oh, executive health set. I look in the dash cam.
Well, you're going to have to wait until we pull up that question then, because right now the question is in relation to the executive health check.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, let me put my 2 piece in there.
Okay.
Happy 9th anniversary.
Thank you, darling.
You are the bomb. You are the
Aww.
kaboom. You are the go-getter. You are to get things done. You are the problem solver. Oh my gosh, you don't know how much I am so appreciative of you.
Oh, thank
especially
you.
when people have
problems and they're fighting their battles on their own and getting a run around or not getting it solved, you are the problem solver.
Oh, that is
Once
so
you
sweet.
get on it, I mean, things get happening, things get moved, you're the mountain mover.
Oh my
And
goodness. Thank you so
I am
much.
so happy that you're a part of our community. And I know there's room for improvement with the mouth washing out part, but
She's talking about the after show, folks. Hmm.
but you move mountains. You on a serious note, you're an icon here in Cayman, and I know being in this position, a lot of people don't like you because you're outspoken, like myself, and you're going to speak the truth, like myself, and that tends to bring a lot of people. I see where what's his name? Denzel Washington. He has a quote that people don't like you because your spirit
Disturbs.
Yes.
They're demons.
Hmm.
But nevertheless, we mean well. It's just that we have a passion to see things done accordingly and right and justly.
Yes.
So people may say what they want to say about me and about you, but at the end of the day, it's coming from a good place. It's a passion that we have to see people do right and to help the oppressed. So keep up the good work. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. I'm
Thank you.
humbly asking you to keep it up.
I really appreciate that.
Just cut down on the 9:30 sessions to please,
Jeez,
Johan.
on peace. Thank you, my darling. Thank you.
Okay, my darling.
All right. Oh gosh, I think I lost that one. All right. So thank you so much. We had some other guests who were coming on. Then I forgot the link was different today because we do a different link on Tuesdays with Health City. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Can you repeat the question?
Yes. So the question was, when the talk show got started, who were our first two political guests on the program?
The late Austin Harris and MP Saunders.
Yes. Oh, congratulations.
Wow.
Wow. You've been paying attention, young lady. Okay, let me get a first name for you.
Deanna.
Deanna?
Deanna.
Oh, Deanna. Okay. Yes. Wow. She made that sound easy. Okay, took down the phone number, and that was a Health City executive health check. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yes, very well done. Huh. Okay, good morning, caller. We just had a winner for that question, but we've got more questions coming up. Or did you just want to give some general comments today?
Oh, someone wins already?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I know. Don't worry, we got more prizes, and we do have another Health City gift certificate that's coming up in just a little bit. So you still have a chance. If you're really going for that one, you still got a chance. So don't worry.
Yeah, I have my phone
On speed dial this morning.
Okay.
Thank you so much. We do.
Guys.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We do have MP Famous who is going to be jumping on as well. I think he's going to be in the back room. And look at who it is. We have Miss Marla Dukran joining us as well.
Hey.
Good morning. How are you? Uh-oh, just unmute yourself. There we go.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes. Good
Well,
morning.
it's Tuesday night for me where I am in the kingdom of Bhutan, the land
Wow.
of the thunder dragon.
So amazing.
That's the king and his family in the background there. I'm in a student dorm doing some fun stuff over here. But
Yes.
congratulations,
Thank
9
you.
years. I mean, what can I say?
Mhm.
Here's to 99 more
Oh, thank you
of
so much.
of ever happier, ever more powerful and impactful years ahead. And I wish all of your listeners as well a wonderful day today and some good weather.
Yes. Yeah, I think it looks, let me sneak out the window. Let me sneak a little peek. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I think we're good. But thank you so much. And thank you for all of the amazing work that you do, because we have an interview that's in the pipeline. I think we might get to play it on Friday's show. Thursday, by the way, folks, we've got people from Venezuela who are going to be on the program, because we do need to really talk about that situation there to see how best we can help the people of Venezuela after two massive earthquakes, right? But thank you so much to Miss Marla Dukran. She's an economist, and as you can see, halfway around the world, she does such amazing work all over, and doesn't forget the small island developing nations such as the Cayman Islands, because the key information that she always digs into and gets into deeper conversations and deeper meaning really can improve the quality of our lives significantly if we're using those reports and that information in a meaningful way. So thank you very much as well.
Thank you, Miss Sandra. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying my best to learn as much as I can so that I can continue making some kind of contribution to small island developing states in the Caribbean and in the Pacific. And this is my life's work, right? This is what I'm here to do. I'm convinced. So,
Yeah,
thank you for giving me a platform as well to
absolutely.
share all of the work that I do on Cayman and other countries as well, and for always being so supportive of the whole idea of evidence-based policy making, and making sure that we have the data and the facts to make the statements that we make, because too many times people make statements without the facts to back it up, and we have to fight that fight.
Yes,
So I'm
absolutely.
gonna run because it's bedtime for
Thank you.
me.
Yes, I appreciate you jumping on.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Thanks for
night.
having me.
Take care,
And
Marla.
have a wonderful day. Congratulations again.
Yes, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. All right, folks. Dr. Wilton McDonald says happy anniversary. Thank you, sir. Feel free to jump on if you want to. I know you're also, I think, in Poland. So halfway around the world as well. We got viewers from all over. The real Michelle, Teresa says, I love both your shows. It's Good Evening Here Now and Sabrina in the Morning. Oh,
So she's in reverse from our reality.
yes. Happy anniversary. And thank you for the joy you bring. Oh, my goodness. Thank you
That's so
so
sweet of
much.
her.
Really appreciate that. So, yeah, that last caller was right. Austin Harris and Chris Saunders. Yeah. So,
That person has good memory.
yeah, very good. I know we had mentioned Austin more recently, but you guys might not have remembered that Chris Saunders was one of the first as well. So in the early days, Sabrina, as you well know, with any sort of vision that you may have, it can be challenging to get other people to see and understand your vision. And I've always said this. I've always said, listen, people don't have to understand it. I mean, at some point, you just have to know what you're about, what you're passionate about, and what you're doing. And other people don't have to.
Correct.
But I do really believe that eventually they will. If you are true to yourself, if you're authentic and you're just honest about what it is that you do, eventually they'll get there. But whether they do or not actually isn't my problem. It isn't your problem, right? You just have to do things for the right reason, and that because you're passionate about it and that you absolutely love it. So let's get to another trivia question. Lots of amazing prizes. I feel like I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit. Okay, how about that dash cam up for grabs? This is an amazing prize. For value $450. It's 5 pieces that you get. So you get the camera, which is actually 3 cameras. You get it's an interior camera, front and rear camera. Great if you, I know this is why Mr. Really got her eyes on it. If you like bus taxi drivers, all of you should have these, because you're capturing that interior, which is really, really important, right?
Correct.
And it has a remote control that you put on the little dashboard somewhere, because sometimes you see something, you need to take a still photo. That's what the remote control is for. You get the CPL lens cover. So that's the anti-glare cover for the primary lens. Because, a lot of times you see the footage and you're like, oh man, the glare of the sun, I can't make out what actually happened. So that's what that is for. You get the hard wiring kit. So it has parking mode. Let me tell you, lots of nicks happen in our parking lots all the time. People hit you and drive off. With parking mode, you're going to see who actually hit you, honey chill. So what else is in the 5 pieces? Did I get all 5 pieces? The remote, the CPL lens, the main body, the hard wiring kit. Oh, and of course, you also get the memory card that goes in there as well. It's got Wi-Fi, so you can download right from the dash cam. It's like super, super easy. Okay, so ready for the question. The question is, the name Cayman Mall Road was suggested by an individual. And for many, many years, I actually never said who it was until recently. Yes, I let it slip and I said, he likes to be, you know, very quiet in the community. So he may not want this known, but I was going to tell it anyway, that he actually suggested the name. Who is the he that suggested calling this platform Cayman Mall Road? Caller, do you think you know the answer?
Hello, is that me, Mr. Sandy?
Hey, how you doing?
I am good. I am great. I am
Awesome.
Just want to quickly say congratulations. I
Thank you.
I put a message in on your 9 years, and I just want you to know that I think you have been a light turned on for Cayman on the whole.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Cayman has never been so informed about what is happening and what is going on around us. So just say, I hope you see another, not just 9 years, but 99.
Thank you so much. That is so amazing.
I have an answer to your question.
Ooh, yes.
I was
Awesome.
supposed to get a dash cam. My answer is Dr. Smith E-Bikes.
Cut!
Boom!
Oh, Mr. Amelia, I got you.
Wow. You've been paying attention.
I remembered one show a while back. I remember because I always try to listen sometime. I don't say anything.
Yes.
But, I always try to listen. No
you
matter
got
what.
it, girl.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations. I thought it was going to be really hard, but I said if people were listening.
Yes, I remember you saying it a while back that that was where you got the name.
Yes.
You suggested Cayman Mall Road.
Yes, congratulations. Wow.
Thank you, and a pleasant good morning to Miss Sabrina also.
Good morning, my love.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Fantastic.
All right, my dear.
Wow. Look
Congrats.
at that. Congratulations.
You heard the confidence from the time she called. You heard that confidence.
I was wondering though, I was like, is she going to answer the question or is she just going to give us?
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah. Good morning, caller. We have a winner from that last question, but perhaps you had some general comments you were going to make before we move on. Hello.
No, thank you. Congratulations on your 9th anniversary.
Thank you so much. All right. We're going to give away some more prizes. Thank you so much. All right. That one, I thought that one was going to be really hard, but she knocked that out of the park.
People listen. People
yes,
listen.
They do.
They listen.
Thank you so much. Diana says, good morning, Miss Sandra. Congrats on your 9 years of service to the community. Your services and dedication is greatly appreciated. Praying for many more years of service from you. Thank you. Thank you so much, my darling. Robert Tatum in the house. Good morning, Sir Robert. Caller, good morning. Are you ready for the next question?
Good morning. I hope so. Happy anniversary.
Thank you so much. All right, let me look at our prizes here. I got to make sure I keep track until we give away more than I have because, sometimes we do that. Mm-hmm. All right, so let us go with, we just did the dash cam. Let us go with the streaming TV box, and you're going to get 1 month of streaming options on that, all taken care of for you. Really, really nice device as well. So if you don't have access to World Cup, now you're going to get it, honey chill. So, question is, in the story of how CMR kind of gets started, there is a person whose name that I have mentioned often as being one of those individuals that saw the vision before I did. He was constantly, you need to do this, you need to do this. And I was like, no, 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 you know, everybody else, Compass, CNS, everybody else got it covered. And he's like, no, they don't. Who is or was that person?
Was it Mr. Steve Matthews?
No. Nope. Sorry.
All right.
All right. Okay, this one might stump people a little bit, but good morning, caller.
Good morning, son. Good morning, Miss Sabrina.
How are you, darling?
We're doing great. We thank God and thank you for asking and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank
for
you.
what you're doing, Sandra.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it so much. So we got a streaming box that's up for grabs. So the question is, there is an individual who over the years was constantly encouraging me to start a news platform. Who was that individual?
Mr. Charles Whitaker.
Kaboom! Good job. Wowee. Oh my goodness, that was fantastic.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Yes. None other than Charles Whitaker. We haven't heard from Charles in a while. I got to check in on him, make sure he's doing good. But yes, absolutely. That's right. Charles Whitaker.
An awesome idea as well from Dr. Sydney Eby.
Yes. Thank you so much. All right, give me a first name here so I can write it down.
Stay blessed. Brenda.
All right, Miss Brenda, beautiful. And I'm just going to take down the number. And have you been watching World Cup?
Part of it.
Yeah.
Not at home.
Okay, well, now you can sit in the comfort of your home and kick up your feet and watch as much of it and so much more. Yeah, so we will get that sorted out for you. So that's a wonderful prize. Congratulations. They're all great prizes, but congrats. All right, we are on a roll here this morning, honey chow. Good morning, Miss Bonnelly from East End says cheers to 9 years.
Nice.
Yes, Pete, it was the one and only Charles the Killer Whitaker. Where is Charles this morning, honey chow? Let me see here now. He's been busy working. But yes, thank you so very, very much. You guys are on it. Wow, you guys are really paying attention.
Oh, they do.
This person says, oh, that was Charles Whitaker. I knew that one, but I'm holding out for another prize. All right.
I'm quite sure people are waiting for that weekend. The weekend getaway.
This person says, huge congrats. Next year, we need a week's celebration for the 10 years. Yes, sir. All right. Let me just see what else we got here now. So congrats to that winner. Okay. Let me see. All right. Thank you so much. I feel like, should we do the cost you less one next? All right. Let me pull up a question. Okay. Let's do for $100 gift certificate. Cost you less. Name 3. Dun, dun, dun.
3 what?
I know. All right. Ready, caller? Name 3 of the shows that you can watch weekly on CMR TV. Name 3 shows. Turn down the background so you can hear the question properly. Name 3 shows that you can watch on CMR TV.
Hello?
Yes, hi. Name 3
Hello.
shows. Yes, 3 shows.
Okay.
No, you got to be ready. You got to be ready with an answer. Come on, folks. You got to be ready. Good morning, caller. Hello?
I think we
No.
lost them.
Okay. 936-2626. Y'all better hurry up and call in, honey child. All right. Name 3 shows. They're like stumped now. I mean, I'm not going to give you all the answer, but it's kind of easy in a way.
Yeah.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Congratulations on 9 years.
Thank you so much. You think you got an answer for me?
Sure. I'm going to go with Sabrina Speaks first. One of my books and Bush Tea.
Yes. Wonderful.
Real Talk, Love and Lies.
Yes.
Ooh.
We got a winner. And there's so many shows. I mean, I only asked you for 3. I mean, technically my show is one of it too. You know, that would have been an easy one. All right, caller.
I didn't want to be that cheeky.
No problem. Let me get a first name, please.
Thank you. It's Marina.
All right, Marina. Congratulations. Well done.
Yeah.
And you got yourself a $100 gift certificate to cost you less. I love that.
Thank you so much. And I go way back, even before Mile Road. I used to take your courses in Centennial Towers.
Wow.
That is going back a decade or 2.
Yes. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
So congratulations.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. And good morning, Miss Sabrina.
Good morning, my love. Congratulations. Enjoy.
Thank you.
All right, darling. Wow. That's a throwback moment.
Yeah. Goes way back.
Yep. So
those are the days I interviewed you.
That is true. I've actually been on your show over at Radio Cayman.
Those are the days I interviewed you.
Girl, what a wild world. And this is so I'll tell you the sort of backstory, because a lot of people ask me this, even up to this weekend. Well, how did Cayman Mile Road get started? And I'm just like, well, in life, I often say you're just where you're right where you're supposed to be. And so we go on this journey where we think we've got it all figured out. We've got our life mapped out. When your kids,
tell me about it.
Oh my gosh, high school, your parents are like, what do you want to be? As young as you are, what do you want to be in life? And kids, one day they want to be a school teacher, and next day they're going to be a gymnast. I love that children dream big. Like, they have big dreams. They feel like they can do anything and be anyone. I feel like it's us as adults that kind of crimp their style and crimp their dream. Like, no, you can't do that. You can't be a doctor. No, they can be whatever they want, and they sure do dream big. So I suppose like any other kid, by the age of 9, I knew that I wanted to be a lawyer. And I was like, yes, I don't know. I just see a lot going on in the world, and I feel like lawyers help people. And so that was my vision, and I held on to that for a very, very long time. So, I went to USF, I lived in Tampa, went to university there. I was like focused on, how do I get to law school? Did all the right things. And then at some point in life, I feel like the universe pushes you in the direction that you're supposed to be going, and you don't always see it. So even coming back to Cayman, that was a choice, obviously. I could have stayed in the States, and probably had I stayed in the States, I would have continued in the path of being a lawyer. But something's like nagging at me, like, oh, I want to go back home. I miss Cayman, right? As someone who at that point had spent the majority of my life, 15 years of my life overseas, I was kind of like, no, I don't really know my people, family members I didn't know that well. I miss the memories that I was holding on to, my turned mangoes and guineps and all this kind. I was like, there's just something nostalgic about the way they say where your navel string is buried, right? So I wanted to come back home, and life just kept went to law school, worked at a law firm, did all the things that was going to put me on my path that I thought I was supposed to be on. And things kept pushing me in a different direction. And one of the pivotal moments, and I've shared this story before, but one of the pivotal moments of me thinking, maybe the legal profession isn't really where I'm supposed to be. It doesn't mean that that law degree is a waste because it's helpful every single day, was when I saw my father on his deathbed. Literally saw him take his last breath, Sabrina. And if you've ever had this, what I consider, it can be a harrowing experience, but it also can be a very life-changing experience of seeing someone just take that last breath, right? It puts a lot in perspective for you.
It does.
And you start to ask yourself some like life-changing questions, like, am I happy? Am I where I'm supposed to be? Is this really my calling? Like how is being a lawyer gonna really help other people in this context, right? Because, back then we didn't even have constitutional lawyers here, really. Nope. So I was like, and so there was a lot of questions, and I decided that I was already on the corporate Ferris wheel. Not Ferris wheel. What's the little one that the hamster runs on? The hamster wheel, right? I was already
Just going
on
around in circles.
Yeah, I was already on that corporate hamster wheel, making good money. One summer as a law school student, I'll tell you no word to lie. As a law school student, I made like over $10,000 because I had my base salary. I got a special project assignment that I was working on, so I worked a lot of overtime. They trusted me with a pretty big project. I'm not going to go into any details, but, I was working on that. So it required a lot of overtime. I was working 12, 13-hour days every single day. And man, I got this paycheck that was like $10,000 or more. And I was like, wow, this is a taste of like what you can do. Yeah. In the legal profession. And I'm like, I'm just still a student, but with a little bit of overtime and hard work, Then I started thinking about it, and I'm going to actually call on one of my my fellow. I feel like I should put in a phone call to her this morning. I don't know how busy she is. She's a busy woman, but she might remember this story. So I'm going to call her. Hold on one second. I'm going to see if she remembers the story, because there's a backstory when I left Maples, and I remember someone saying to me, "Why are you leaving? This is the holy grail. This is where everyone wants to be," right? And I don't know if she remembers this. I'm going to call and ask her a little bit on the fly if she remembers this, because let me see if she does. Oh, she can't. She's busy till 11:30. Oh.
The infamous calls from Sandra in the morning.
Hello, good morning. I'm on a call.
Okay, hon, no problem.
Yeah, I'm on mute. Yeah, but
Okay.
you've done so well. You've done so well. Yeah.
Thank you,
All right,
darling.
bye-bye.
All righty. All right, y'all might recognize that voice. All right, so I'm going to tell you a story about that. That's Teresa Lewis Pitcairn. She worked at Maples. I was there part of the time that she was there. And so when I was leaving, she said to me, "Why are you leaving?" She's like, "Sandra, we have worked so hard. People like me, Oliver Watler, we've made sacrifices. We had people call us all kind of names, derogatory names, the N-word, all this kind of stuff to get where we are. And we've done this in hopes that people like you can come after us and then push the needle a little bit further." And I said to her, again, this was during this pivotal moment of seeing someone that you care about on their dying bed. You know that there's no out for them, and you start to reflect on your own decisions so far, your own life, where you're going. And I said to her, before I become reliant on, because this is what happens. I said, before I become reliant on the big salary and I need to work that job, I've got the 1.5 kids, the dog, the fancy car, the house and whatever. And you need that salary to maintain all of those things. I said, before I become reliant on all of that, let me go. I don't know if she remembers this conversation, but I said, I've got to make a change now, because if I don't do it now, I do articles, I get the job. You know how it is. Your lifestyle is there, and you feel the pressure to maintain that even through what you're doing in terms of your employment. And I said, this is my opportunity to get out there and do something different. I didn't even know what the different was, right? I was like, but this is it. I wanted to become an entrepreneur. So I went out and I started Micromatrix. When my dad passed away, I had a little bit of money to start up something. And I was like, I want to be a business owner. He was a business owner his entire life after he came back from sea, right? He owned his own mechanic shop, had his own restaurant. So somewhere in me, there was always an entrepreneurial spirit anyway. In the 7th grade, I was the kid selling the chocolate bars. Like, go buy the big thing and sell it to
That's
kids
a
at school.
hustler from morning.
Hello, a dollar candy bar. We were selling them for $1 back in those days too.
Right?
Yeah. So I was always on the hustle, and I enjoyed, like I would make desserts and cakes and brownies and sell them at Top Taste restaurant when I came back home. When I moved back, I'm like, oh, nobody in Cayman has cell phones. I brought in those big brick Nokia cell phones. Like, I got a deal on some of those. And I said to my dad, let me borrow some money from you. I'm going to pay you back after I make my little profit. And sure enough, I brought them in. So sold them all. I made a little profit, gave him his money back, and I kept the profit. So I was always like on a hustle of like, I'm an entrepreneur. And so I decided that, this is going to be it full time. It's not going to be a side hustle anymore. I'm going to become an entrepreneur. So it started with Micromatrix, did that for many, many, many years. As many of you know, I was in Centennial Towers and, then I said to myself, with CMR, again, having Charles Whitaker nagging in my ear all the time, like, you need to do this. I was like, okay. Now, next trivia question is related to that. Okay, I feel like we should do the 3-day staycation at the Westin plus spa services. I know, this is going to be a good
That's
one.
a good one.
We're going to make it a 2-part question.
Oh, boy.
Yes. So the first part is, what was I doing? Right? So if you've heard this story, you've heard me tell this story before, you'll know it. But what was I actually doing when I decided to start Mall Road? What was I doing? Who was I doing it with? That could be a loaded question, honey.
Oh, boy.
Who was I doing it with? What was I doing and who was I doing it with? 936-2626. This one's kind of tough, I feel like. But
that's a heck of a prize.
I know. 3 nights at the Westin
and
plus spa. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Freelancing with Luke.
That was too easy. Congratulations. You just won a stay at the Westin, girl.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Give me that first name, honey child.
Deanna.
Deanna?
Yes.
All right. Oh, but you won already. You can't win twice today. You won the executive health check. Oh no.
I don't call it. I won't call in again.
No, earlier we said 1 prize per person today. Oh, sorry, mama. Sorry. Oh my God. And she knew the answer. Do I have to change the question now?
Yeah, because the answer's already out there.
Of course. Damn.
And it wasn't that your question was too easy. It's just you got a lot of very smart students who listen. They pay attention.
Oh, man.
So dig deep. This is a very good prize.
Gadari in the comment section. I thought he would have jumped onto the phone calls or at least the stream here. He says, happy anniversary, cousin. It has been beautiful to watch your continued evolution. Let's see. Begin and continue the true entrepreneurial spirit. Thank you. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. I know I called and I know I won already, but what I would suggest, right? In the case of those of us who are really enthusiastic about calling in and answering, right? What you could do is if you could gift it to the next person who calls in.
Okay.
So
After you.
Huh?
Yeah.
After you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the next caller you're suggesting should win the 3-day staycation.
Should win the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah. I don't feel I feel that would be fair. So let's see who the next caller is going to be. Dun, dun, dun.
Even though
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Oh, honey child. Sounds like you might have just won yourself a 3-day stay at the Westin. Uh-oh. No, the call got disconnected. What happened? Oh my God. How?
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Well, by default, it seems like you've just won yourself a 3-day staycation at the Westin with spa services.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
OMG. Oh, that's kind of, oh my goodness. I don't know what happened to that last caller, but yikes. And you didn't even have to answer a question. I recognize the voice on this one.
Yeah, it's Irma.
So I'm going to put you down. Oh my goodness, that is just next level. That is, whoo, when they say if it wasn't for bad luck, you wouldn't have no luck at all. Honey,
Oh my
child. She almost had it. I don't know what happened, but oh well. Thank you so much, caller. Any other comments or anything for us?
No, none. I'm so excited.
Yes, thank you very much. So, wow, 3-day stay at the Westin, honey child. OMG. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Hi. Yeah.
Am I the next caller?
No. Someone else called in between and got it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, my darling. Oh my goodness, that was tough. Oh, that was giving me anxiety. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And good morning to Sabrina as well. I see she has joined you.
Yes,
Good morning. She pulled me out of bed this morning.
I'm just double checking if you gave away my prize.
Not yet, not yet. Coming right up.
Oh, I'm just teasing you. You know, I'm not in for the prizes. Just wanted to say happy anniversary, and I wish you many years of continued success. But you have to behave yourself.
Oh my goodness.
You have to behave yourself. You have to behave yourself. You just spoke about your law degree. I think you should do a refresher course.
No, sir.
Do I need to say any more?
Oh my gosh.
And Sabrina, you make sure you don't step into house for trips to jump over them.
Oh no!
I can make her do the training. I can make her do all the training, and then when she see me step another line, section this and this and this. Do not be me. Do not be me.
All right, we got lots of people. The phones are blowing up. Thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Can I be the next caller? Is that possible?
Well, the next caller is going to be a question. You ready for your question?
Sure. Go ahead. I'll try.
All right. Let me see now. I'm digging deep into my okay.
So first,
so
what's the prize? What's the prize?
Oh, yes. So I think we're going to do the Ninja Creamy Ice Cream Maker. This is courtesy of A.L. Thompson's.
Cool
Yes,
treat.
you can do gelato, ice cream, all kind of sorbet dishes. This is nice to cool down for the summer, honey child, because I don't know if you've been outside, but this heat is next
hot.
level.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, all right. So here's the question. So part one is, so this is a cold hard truth. Which the original schedule for the Cold Hard Truth? The original, like when did we air? Okay. It wasn't Monday to Friday. It was something else. So that's the first part of the question. And should I just make it a one? I think maybe we'll just make it one question, because maybe that's hard enough. Because if you don't know it, then that's kind of hard. What do you think?
Was it Monday, Wednesday, Fridays?
Nope.
No.
No. Sorry. All right. So, so many people know these. They're putting in the answers in WhatsApp, but you got to call in to win.
Yeah.
Good morning, caller. Hello. So you need to tell me what days it was and like when in the day.
Okay, was it bi-weekly, 7 to 8 p.m.?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, darling. All right. Alfred says, no, Miss Brenda, we don't want Sandra to behave. Keep up the good work.
I don't think K-Man could keep with two calm persons in this space. We need you bringing all of that in the morning. Then I kind of calm it down in the afternoon.
All right. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right. We're I think Mr. Famous was trying to join us. Next person says, happy anniversary, and for all you do, you're the best. Sorry I can't call in as I'm at the front desk reception, but would love to answer. Would love to win a prize though. Aw.
Maybe you should try to do one for the WhatsApp, or I don't know, however you're going to do it. It's pretty hard doing it on the social media platforms because you do get a lot of persons answering that are live streaming, can't speak, and they miss out on opportunities like this.
That's true.
If they can't call in, because it is all one family anyhow, that make up the space.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of them are sitting there listening all the same. All right. Good morning, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Dave.
Hi. How are you?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays is the correct answer, part of the answer. But when during the day? So yes, it was Tuesdays and Thursdays, but when was it? Like
7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
In the evenings. Yes, it was an evening show. Congratulations, caller. Wonderful. So that ice cream machine is gone, honey child. All right. Let me
You're going
let me get a first
quite quickly. Yeah.
Let me get a first name. Hi, caller. What's the first name? I can't quite make it out.
N. Evelyn.
Evelyn. What? That's you. Why are you so quiet?
Oh my gosh, we would have never got that one.
I know. It's like I can't hear. What is she saying?
I'm driving.
You're driving.
Okay.
Once your hands free, all right. So
hands free. That's why.
Okay. Well, congratulations, girl. You're gonna have to make me some gelato so I can come and visit you. But congratulations on your Ninja Creamy.
Nice.
That's a very nice prize. Trust me, I want.
Good morning, Aunt Sabrina.
Good morning, my sweet. We missed you yesterday.
Boy, I got trapped at Mango Bush.
Oh, Jesus. We'll hear the story later.
Okay.
Thank you. Congrats. Teresa, the real Michelle says you gotta be in it to win it.
To win it.
Yes. All right. That was quite good.
But they also got to be on island. You don't want anybody from because you stream all over the world as well. That's going to be a little challenging if somebody from not here.
I don't know how they'd pick it up.
But you got it. It's somewhere we got to, because you got a lot of people that actually comment that will never call. And that is something that I'm seeing in the space.
Yeah. I mean, that is true.
So, yeah, I don't know. You just send them your love, I guess. But to get them all involved in this beautiful celebration of 9 years, it would have been good. But you still would have to have your limitations because you can't give them one of these gifts if they're in Timbuktu.
Yeah, true. Good morning, caller.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, this is Dane, by the way.
Hey,
I really have to call the show. I want to say good morning to obviously Sabrina also.
Good morning, Dane.
Yeah, man. Listen, the reason I wanted to call is because Sandra, I don't think I've ever said this before. I maybe said it on the radio before, but Sandra is definitely a mentor of mine. I've been around her a very long time. I remember Sandra from the days of the old DMS, before we even had a studio. And I used to show up as an intern and just, for some reason, when you find like somebody that's inspirational, your soul just takes to them. So I used to show up after work every night around the, at the time it was the marketing manager that was there. And I would sit and listen to stories from Sandra. And obviously she was building at the time. She was in her stage of trying to figure out what she was going to do. But you can automatically tell that Sandra was destined for greatness, right? And I remember like one of my mentors reached out to me recently, and I found a message that he sent to me when he said, you know, when you pass your 9 years, I want to send this to you because in numerology, like in the 9 actually is very significant. It's
really?
A number of it actually considered a number of completion and mastery. The last single digit, the sum that all comes before it represents like cycle, growth, struggle, wisdom, and arrival.
Wow!
All into one. Some traditions, in some traditional country, in some countries, I mean, the number actually means fulfillment. That's a big one, fulfillment. And when I saw that, I was like, you know what, I got to call Sandra and just speak that into her life. And
Thank you so much.
Just to say, Sandra, I know I don't have to echo this to you. I tell you this all the time. I'm extremely proud of you. To build a brand like this media empire that you have built is very difficult, extremely difficult. And I think a lot of people know that. And I think one of the most difficult things that Sabrina is now facing it herself is not only for what she's doing now, but in politics, criticism is a part of the territory.
Correct.
And you guys handle it so well, right?
Correct.
You have to deal with criticism every single day.
Some days.
You guys always handle it well. And I just personally want to say, so I can give somebody some time to come on the air and speak, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep shining and keep loving on people and keep giving, just being a voice to the people that are voiceless. That's so important. What you're doing is commendable, and obviously, I'm just one of the few that has massive amount of respect and love for you. So
thank you
happy
so
9
much.
years. And I'm not calling for a prize because I know Marlon will give it to me anyway.
Whenever Dane comes over to the house, Marlon's always trying to give him stuff. Like, she has so much gear. Take this, take that. Thank you so much, Dane. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
All right, you
Take
too.
care.
All right, we've got another caller, and we actually have another guest joining us on the video link as well. Scan the QR code, Mark, and join in the studio so people can see you.
Oh.
Yes,
okay.
that's what I was suggesting, because only I can see you on this phone. So.
Okay, I'm calling you from my phone, so.
Yeah, just sit, or let me just give you the link, and then you can jump in same way from your phone. I'll send it to you in WhatsApp. Awesome. Okay. Yes, we got more people who are going to be. I think you could scan it from the phone, and it would be the same thing. But okay. All right. So let me see here. Right. We've got the Honorable Minister of Education and Training joining us this morning. Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sandra. Happy 9th anniversary.
Thank you so much.
Yes. I want to echo some of the sentiments of the previous caller. Anytime you're entering an endeavor like this, where you're going out on your own and you're branching out and you're going up against traditional media, it is always a significant fight. And to take the whole social media influencer and fuse it into what is now CMR and all the different shows is something that is to be commended and incredible, right? I can remember when I bumped into you, and obviously it must have been about 9-10 years ago. And you told me what you were thinking about doing. And I looked at you and I said, Sandra, listen, you have one life, one chance at a lot of things. I said, build a brand that you can monetize. It's that simple, right? People pay to get on CNN, Fox, all those stations. What we have to understand in Cayman is that shows like yourselves, Sabrina's, and all the work that you all are doing is something that should be supported, because as long as you're making a positive impact and ensuring that key messaging is getting out to the public, right? Getting good quality information to the public is critically important in all societies. And so, both of your journey to try to ensure that you're playing a part in that is critically important. So just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so
Happy
much.
anniversary, as I said a little earlier,
Thank
and
you.
certainly wish you many more years of success. This is what life should be about: us celebrating
Yes.
each other and lifting each other up, right? And I
I
know a lot of
appreciate
times
it.
people focus on the negative, and I think if I'll say to you, both of you, when they go low, you go high, right? Take the high road in all things. Understand that whilst people may want to tempt you to go down certain rabbit holes and certain roads, take the high road, right? Because not everything. I have an old saying, right? And I've heard old Caymanians say this sometimes. I was young. Not everything needs to be said. Like there's sometimes where holding your tongue in silence is much more powerful than some of the things that people will tempt you or want you to say, or try to inveigle you to say, or try to get a reaction out of you to say.
Yeah.
And I think that's an important lesson for all of us who have any sort of public voice, right? Is ensuring that we remember that. But
Yes.
as I said, just wanted to call in quickly. Had a great celebration down at the Sir Johnny Cumber Primary School. The team down there surprised Miss Giovanna Wright, the principal, and did their own celebration of her being CIG's Employee of the Year. They had not done a whole school
Wow.
celebration with her.
Nice.
And so they did it
Amazing.
on the final assembly. Caught her completely by surprise. She had no idea that
Oh,
this was being
wow.
planned. Brought her to tears, which was wonderful to see. But she's an impactful leader. She's an impactful principal. And the thing that always strikes me about her is she always says it's about her team. It's about how they work so hard along with her. And that's another great sign of a great leader, right? Not just
Yes.
wanting to take all the credit, right?
Yeah.
No one does important work alone. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank
but
you so
ladies,
much, Minister. We really appreciate it.
yep, and I am going to have finance committee today at 12:30. So hopefully the
Ooh.
public will get to listen. We have a lot of important appropriations that we will be considering. Hugely important appropriations across a range of ministries. So I encourage the public, I encourage all of you to listen, because it's going to be critically important as we discuss those items, right? They're critically
Yes. All right, so we will definitely try to tune in for that. Oh, looks like the minister's
important
internet has.
items
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
for us.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Minister. We really, really appreciate it.
Much, much. Greatly appreciate it.
All right. That's the Minister of Education and Training, the Honorable Ralston Anglin. We do have Dr. Mark Gadari, who is joining us from Florida.
Can't hear you.
And we've got a caller on the line. Good morning, caller.
He says he can't hear us.
Oh, you can't hear
Good
us?
morning.
I can't
Yeah.
hear your
Good
audio. I
morning.
apologize.
Hi, okay, 1 second for me, Mark. We just got a phone call here. Good morning.
Good morning, Minister Anglin.
Hi.
I don't
He's
know if you're hearing me.
he's no longer there. He's gone.
He's gone. Okay, then. I'll get to the office.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, there.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no, he was just popping on really quickly. And I was gonna say to Dr. Gadari, try headsets. Sometimes that's all you need. Okay. All right, let's try that again. Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Good morning. Good
Yes,
morning.
good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good. Happy anniversary to you.
Thank you.
What amazing accomplishment and an amazing journey that I've only been privileged to know part of it, but it's also been awesome just to kind of be on the back end of it, the familial side, to see you continue to grow into this. And it's definitely something that's worthy of mention. I think one of the things I could say that's kind of reverberating in my mind here is, and someone said this to me in a conversation, what is your North Star? What is your reason and what's your purpose? And when I really thought about that, and I'm listening to you this morning, not only you, but the lives you've touched, Sabrina on here, the economist that was on this morning, and her purpose, it's something to be said how you've been able to evolve and then also touch so many people. And at the same time, still, it's not about perfection, right? We've our growth, there's mistakes that's been made along the way. But the thing that I know about you, especially having talked to you deeply, is just the evolution in that. So I continue going on and on about this, but
Yes.
it's something to be said because I know as a person who studies that also is an entrepreneur, it's more so about, regardless of whatever happened, continuing on regardless. So kudos to you, and excited about next year and the year beyond and 10 years from now for you.
Yes, well, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. And when the minister was speaking about the advice he gave about monetization, I had to chuckle because you were one of those people. Probably by, I would say, almost the second year, you and I started to build a relationship as family, and you were one of those people, because you're an entrepreneur, you're a business-minded person. You would go, all of this sounds wonderful. It sounds like you're doing a lot in the community, you're impacting lives, but what about monetization? Is this a real business or what is this? And so your constant asking me that question made me then go the next step. Because I always said to people from day one, listen, this is a passion, not a paycheck, right? It was all about trying to fill a void in the community. Very, very Caymanian voice, locals, looking out for the man all the way at the bottom of the totem pole, no matter what, trying to help people get resolutions to their problems. And so the monetization didn't really cross my mind. It wasn't a priority. It wasn't something that I was focused on. But the more I was injecting my time, my resources, because somebody had to pay the bills, right? So it was being paid out of, other business resources. Your words of wisdom started to resonate with me. How can you continue to be passionate about this, but also have it contribute to being self-sustainable, to paying its own bills? And so that was critically important. And it forced me to have a shift in the way that I saw CMR, the way that I saw what I was doing as well. And you can do both. It's like that old adage that be passionate and love what you do and you never work a day in your life. There is just so much incredible truth to that because it doesn't feel like work. You enjoy it so much. But the reality is, you got bills to pay. And you've got people who are providing services and you've got to pay them as well. So I thank you for that advice. And, I took it on board and I started to look at it more from the perspective of put on my business hat. And it's been an amazing journey.
Very well said, Sandy. A couple of weeks ago, I started a class at ICCI teaching a new set of students entrepreneurship, and the fundamental values that they get a chance to learn from the very beginning is, what problem are you solving, and also what value you're creating. And I think adding to what you said there is the amount of value that you've created with this platform in so many different areas with so many different sponsors. You are worthy of this, as they would say, the spoils of war. You're authentically doing things, helping people, and bringing a tremendous amount of value in the community. We all are consumers So with things that we find valuable that can help us, we are going to gladly, compensate for that. So again, kudos for you.
Thank you so much, Mark. I really, really appreciate it. And of course, Dr. Gadari does have his own show here on our platform, Elevating Cayman. And his message, again, is one of entrepreneurship and giving people advice and helpful information along that journey. So thank you for also committing to doing that show, because I think these are the things that can help people immensely in their own individual journeys.
Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for the encouragement with that show.
All right, my dear. Wonderful. All right. So we've got another caller who's been patiently waiting on the line. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Sandra, Sabrina, and the doctor who's just left. Well, I wasn't really being very patient because I was enjoying, just listening to the discussion. So,
thank you.
But you're very kind to say that. Well, first of all, let me begin by saying that it is very good, Sandra, that you monetized that which Roston Anglin was saying you should monetize, because that, of course, was the lawful thing. I'm happy also that you did not try to monetize your resemblance to Sabrina when she was a minister.
He would have to go there.
If people think you don't love the law and you don't want to keep the law, that's an example there of how lawfully you want to live your life.
It's true.
Yes.
But more seriously, congratulations on the 9th anniversary. And if the 9th anniversary is so big, I mean, people are so keen. We are so keen about it. I wonder how it's going to be next year. The thing I wanted to say on a serious note, and that's the last thing I want to say, is that with what you do in the community, you are such an important part of the community. But I just feel sometimes that when the authorities, certain authorities are going after you with these persecutions rather than prosecutions, I would have loved to see more people coming out to support you, to say, well, this is not right. I would really like to see that now. In saying that, I appreciate that not everybody is in the same position. Some people are in government, they have to safeguard. But just if everybody can just rethink and say, is there something that I can say here to be able to be supportive? Because I've learned in my own battles, just a little note, even just of 2 words, when somebody is going through something, it really means a lot. And so I would encourage people, if they can, to be able to do that. Otherwise, congratulations on the 9th anniversary. We look forward for a lot more years. And maybe in 50 years, a statue in Hero Square, but I'll leave it there. Have a nice day. Have a nice anniversary.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. So the real Michelle says, and strong and beautiful and courageous. Oh my goodness, you guys make me blush this morning.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
It's
Miss
true.
Brenda gives us good words of wisdom, says not everything good to eat, good to talk. That was them old people used to tell us that all the time. Also, one should not bring attention to themselves. It could turn out to flog you. Honey child, if yesterday's show was a lesson.
Oh, Lord.
Miss Brenda says it's called being married to your job. Well, some of y'all married to people that you don't even like. I mean, I love my jobs. It's even better. It's better than being married to the right person. Let me put it that way. Yes. You feel the love.
That's
all
an
the
episode.
time.
Comparing your
Right?
job to your marriage.
Oh my goodness. Some comments coming in. This person says, happy 9th anniversary, Auntie Sandra and Mall Road. Continue the great work you're doing. It's an honor celebrating this special day. Thanks for the joy you bring to the Cayman Islands. You opened so many eyes. Keep doing what you're doing. Wishing you many more success with good health. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the messages and the love, feeling the love this morning. This one says, happy anniversary, Cayman Mall Road. May the Lord continue to bless you in everything you do. Cayman, not Mall Road, Marl Road, M-A-R-L, is a blessing to everyone. Big up Marl Road. I'm traveling in the morning, so I won't be able to join the show. Oh, they said that last night. Aw, so sweet. Thank you very, very much. And like I said, the 29th is our actual anniversary. So we can take it from there. Let me see who else has been messaging us. Someone says, what is the cost of the package and process for posting graduation pictures? Oh, we don't charge for anything like that.
No,
No.
You know, a lot of people are thinking that when I do the birthday shout outs, even the funeral stuff that I notice you've been doing and the graduation shout outs, that you got to pay me for that. A lot of people are thinking that that's a fee.
No. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
This is our way of giving back.
No, exactly. None of the announcements we do, none of the community announcements, birthday shout outs,
They're all
all
free.
the kids that do what, yeah, just send it to us. And I've even gone as far now as actually designing like the
I
graphics,
see your
and
graphics.
stuff.
Yes.
Girl, I've been stepping up.
Exactly. But it gives us, like I tell people, it gives us the practice so that we can get better at it. Because everything like that, look at that. You done that, I'm sure. See?
Yeah. All right. So we still have more prizes to give away. So I think we should do another one. And then we also need to show you the new CMR headquarters, because this is a big reveal now. Exciting. I'm so excited about that part. That might be the most exciting part of today for me personally. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys the big reveal of our headquarters, but let's do the coat of arms tote bag. So what I was going to originally do is I was going to go in and pick a color, and then I was thinking about it. I'm like, the color that I like might not be the color that you guys like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply arrange for you to go in and pick your own color, because she's got some beautiful colors, right? So you pick your own color, medium-sized bag, and then we'll do it like a gift certificate, essentially. All right, so let me pick a question. Hold on. Good morning, caller. And by the way,
Good morning, Miss Sandra.
big shout out to Dean, because I had no idea about the significance of the number 9. And so I had to look this up, and he's absolutely correct. You know, my AI assistant, Samantha, agrees with him. Says that the number 9 is often associated with completion, achievement, wisdom, service, and the beginning of a new chapter. It marks the end of one cycle before the start of another, making it a fitting symbol for 9th anniversary. So completion and growth, legacy, gratitude, looking ahead. So this is really, really amazing. I had no clue. And that's what I love about this platform is literally every single day you can learn so many amazing things right here.
Correct.
Love it. All right. Okay, so I got a trivia question for you. Are you ready, caller?
Good morning, Miss Sandra again. Good morning.
Good morning, darling.
I don't know what happened to the congratulations for your 9 years. I don't know what happened to it, but I did send that along with my birthday. Greetings. And so I didn't even. I thought you were saying the 30th was your anniversary, which would be today.
I explained that, last year we celebrated it on the 30th because it felt like on a weekend or something weird. And in my head this year, I got to tell you, the 30th stuck with me until somebody reminded me. They're like, no, honey child, it's actually 29th. Okay, so let's go ahead and I saw somebody jump on there, but I wasn't sure who that was. But let's go ahead. Oh, that was Mr. Famous? Okay. All right, let us go ahead. Thank you, Mr. Calvin. He says, happy anniversary, CMR. Keep up the good work. God bless. That's Mr. Calvin Christian, 91 years old, tuned in this morning, all the way from St. Petersburg, Florida. Yep, from Kim and Brack. Thank you, Mr. Calvin. We appreciate you so much. All right, so now the question for this prize. Let me see now. Boy, I feel like I'm running out of questions. You got one, Sabrina? Oh, let's make this one about Sabrina. Sabrina is very much about, she always looks amazing. Fashion forward, love her studio, the vibes, everything. She's always changing at the back, depending on what season we're in, holidays and so on. So the question is around Sabrina Speaks. When did this, and I don't even know the answer to this, Sabrina, so you're going to have to help me. But when did the Sabrina Speaks show begin?
To be honest with you, I can't answer that.
Yes.
But all I know, I enjoy Sabrina.
Oh.
I do. And I love her background, that she's just always so unique. And that
Thank
she's
you.
always having our Cayman flag in her background.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Thanks.
I am just
All right.
elated
Well,
with her.
take a guess. I'll allow you to guess. Has it been 12 months, 13 months, 15 months? I'll allow you to guess the time.
I would say 12. I'll say 12 months. I'll say 12 months. I could be a little bit off, but I'll say 12 months.
So I know that's not quite the answer, right, Sabina?
Correct.
But that was a good guess. Yes, but thank you so much.
Yep. That's
all right.
Totally fine.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah. Mr. Famous, you ready for us? Hello, good morning. Okay, we got another caller who's going to try to... How are you?
Good morning to the people of Cayman Islands, Grand Cayman, Little Cayman, and Cayman Brac, and everything in between. Sorry for earlier, got disconnected.
That's okay. Welcome to the program. Let's see if this caller has the answer for us. So the question on the table is, when did the Sabrina Speaks show first begin? And I'm happy for you. You don't have to give me an exact date, but if you have the time, 12 months ago, 13 months, we'll take that as well. Caller, what do you think?
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes.
Oh God, Sabrina. I think she started in May of last year.
You're correct.
Last year. That's the correct answer?
Yeah. It was a Wednesday on your show, and then it was a Wednesday on her show, and then she threw me under the bus, and I had to sink or swim the Monday.
I remember the sneak peek in the duster.
Hence the birth of the Duster Talk.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations. Well, you actually wanted a bag, so this is good news.
I wanted a bag.
Yes, look at that.
My prize. I'm so happy. Thank you.
Absolutely. And happy birthday again.
Happy belated
birthday. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that one worked out for her. Wonderful. Mr. Famous, thank you so much. MP from Bermuda joining us on the show here. 9 years as of yesterday. You and I connected a while back. You want to tell people about
You want to contextualize that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to say, do you want to tell people the story of how we connected and, what your role is here? I know you were just busy again this morning actually doing a recording for your show.
Yes. So, good morning again to people who came tonight. Good morning, Honorable Sabrina Turner.
Good morning, Honorable.
And good morning, Queen Sandy.
Thank you. Good morning.
Territories Talk was founded actually in 2018 in Cayman Islands at Rooster Radio. I don't know if you remember guy Woody DeCosta.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
So MP Kenneth Bryant, I was there on a parliamentary trip, and MP Kenneth Bryant took a host. I was myself, Akira Missick from Turks and Caicos, Shirley Osborne from Montserrat, and one or two others, and took us all piled up in his van, and we went to Rooster Radio, and we were talking about the stuff that the British were doing that was inadvertently going to hurt our economists.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to force certain things on us. I won't say that on the radio. And out of that, we said, you know what? We have to continue this because we have people in different islands, but the same challenges. We all have a common history, but same challenges. So we continued it on radio calls here and there. I had a radio show in Bermuda. And then fast forward, and then came COVID. And one of my cousins in the Virgin Islands, she said, hey, it's a thing called StreamYard we can use to broadcast, right? And I'm like, StreamYard, what is that? Like, it sounds like some fly-by-night sort of thing, right? And one of the co-hosts when we first started was Eden Hurlston, who's from Best Way or Best Bay, whichever way you want to put it.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, I could contact Sandy and see if we could get on her show. I'm not on the show, but would she stream the show for us?" And that was 2021, so 5 years ago. So that's how we platonically connected, right? I use the word platonic.
Yes.
And ever since then, you invited me on to comment during the election in 2022, I want to say, the one in which Honorable Sabrina Turner got elected. And she was out in, I want to say, Prospect or what was it?
Correct.
Prospect,
Right.
yes.
Yeah, because she was having a town hall where they'll still decide, and she was going to decide join the then PAC government or whatever. And Sandy was like, "Oh, we're rolling up. We're rolling up. We're gonna make just gonna join." Yeah, we can't have well, I won't get into it, but I say that to say that the power of Cayman Mall Road helped to shape the last two governments. Right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Right? And subsequent to that, we've been I send you sometimes we used to do it live, and then now the transition to Cayman Mall Road TV. We send you the recordings. Today I was doing a show with the Honorable Ralph Gonzalez, former Prime Minister of Saint Vincent. And so that's how it's been. And I just marvel at the growth that Cayman Mall Road and Sabrina show, Honorable Sabrina show has become. I see the numbers and it's like she's very, she's continues to be informative. She's using this platform to inform. So I want to thank you ladies who are powerhouses in not just shaping the governments of Cayman Islands, but more importantly, informing the people of Cayman Islands and the wider world, because with you have like almost 300,000 followers or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty wild between Instagram and Facebook. And I say knock off 25% for those fake accounts because they always are there. But yeah, I mean, it's been quite a journey. And thank you so much for taking the time to explain the context of how, you and I came to work together collaboratively in this space. And, I believe in giving people a voice. It's not always that, some people are like, well, I don't like this show. Or I'm like, you don't have to like it. You've got choices. You can listen to something else, but it's about broadening our horizons, giving people a platform to have these discussions on all sorts of different topics. So Territories Talks is very much focused on our collective, just who we are as a jurisdiction, as the Caribbean region. And I think that that's really, really important because oftentimes we get left behind. And yeah, Mr. Famous MP, he's an MP in Bermuda. He does a fantastic job hosting that show, putting the show together, getting guests on the program, and talking about really salient things. So we do have a caller in the line. We have another caller who's trying to get on as well. So before I forget our callers, let's go to this call. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning again.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm A-okay. Now listen, I know this isn't pride related, but I just want to say Sabrina started on Wednesday, the 28th of May, 2025. A duster, man. It was the duster for me, right?
And then I was on training for a week and a half?
Yeah. And then you came on live. So, but I have a question that I want to ask the audience. Who was the first caller? You can determine the price, Sandra. Bye. Who was the first caller on Sabrina's show?
Oh, who was the first caller on Sabrina's show? Oh, that's a good question. Yes. Okay. Who was the first? Do you remember this, Sabrina?
Oh, I do.
Okay. All right. So
I'll never forget it.
Let us give away an executive health check. Who was the first caller? And I feel like we might have some of these prizes left over for the rest of the week as well. But we're gonna get to the TV. Should I leave the TV till tomorrow? I feel like I want to do it when we're on radio as well to give them a chance.
Oh, so that they can call in.
Yeah, because it's already 10:30 and some people might be, kind of at work by now, having to dig in deep. Tell us if you think we should give away the TV today or wait until tomorrow. Let's vote. Let's put it to vote. But one executive health check left to give, I believe. Let me double check my little list here. Yes, we still have an executive health check. Who was the first caller to call into Sabrina Speaks? I don't even know this, to be honest. So that's a really good question. Ms. Jean Solomon, thank you so much for joining us. She says, congrats on this amazing milestone. The work you do can only be categorized as priceless. May God continue to guide and cover you under his blood. The amazing strength of a woman. We shall run things. Blessings. Thank you so much. Ms. Brenda says our election was held in 2021, not 2022. It's West Bay, not whatever. No, he said West Bay or Best Bay, because some people like to refer to it. If you're from West Bay, then you know you can say it's the Best Bay. I think his connection
dropped right there.
dropped as well. Yes, unfortunately. All right, let me see here now. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so let me just see that. Somebody said, yeah, let's do the TV tomorrow.
Yeah, you get more people because we see the numbers.
All right, so somebody said, tell Bermuda MP we're coming for the first flight in December. And imagine you all have never met in person. And that's true, huh? That's pretty wild.
It's only virtual. Yeah, or by phone.
Mm-hmm. Yep, somebody says they know it. They know who the first caller was. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program. Are you going to take a guess at that one? Hello?
What happened?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Yes, morning.
Was it the gentleman that just asked the question?
Yes, it was.
Well, what's his name? What? Yeah, you want to know?
I don't know his name.
That's okay. I mean, you still, yep, there you go. That'll work. So yes, that was the first caller. So congratulations. Let me just take down your number. Give me a first name.
Julie.
All right, Miss Julie, you just won yourself an executive health check courtesy of Health City Cayman Islands.
Thank you.
Yes.
Congratulations, Miss Julie.
Thanks for going to Cayman Mar Road on 9 wonderful years.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we actually got the clip.
Oh no, you're not going to pull that out though.
Oh my God.
You wait for your 10-year though. I'm going to get you so well.
This
Trust
is
me,
not
you wait.
this is not me. This is Alfred. This is him.
Oh my God.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Sandra again.
Good morning, dear.
The first caller was Alfred, real.
Yes, we just got the answer to that. And can you believe he has the clip ready for us?
That brute.
So we're gonna share the clip. All right. So listen, we still have to share the video of our office reveal. And I do want to talk about that a little bit. So that's what I'm thinking. Let's push the TV until tomorrow's show, right? So everybody's fresh at the beginning of the show. I know some people have already come off. So Marjorie says, I want to visit Bermuda too. Yeah, we need to get on that flight, honey child. It's one of the Caribbean countries that I definitely want to see. All right, caller, thank you so much. So one of the, I want to back up here. And in fact, one more trivia question, and then we're going to talk about the new office space. So this one we have, let's do another passport holder, because we have some of those to give away. So these are the nice leather passport holders that have the Cayman Islands coat of arms on it. So if you can answer this question, when we started back in 2017, right, we were doing our shows and people would come to me and they'd do interviews. Where were we located? Where were we live streaming? I actually wasn't live streaming from home. I had several different studios, but this first location, right, is where we first started. Does anybody remember where we were live streaming from? This one's a little bit tricky, but think about it, and I think you might get it. Mr. Famous, there we go. We're all making plans to come and visit you guys in December once that flight starts.
Oh, you're coming up to come see your family.
Yes. We got quite a few people there that we're You know, you got to take care of everything for us, but we want to come and visit Bermuda.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Sorry about earlier. I need to clarify something if possible.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna chalk it up to my funny accent.
Yeah, that's
What
okay.
I said was Eden was from West Bay, or as they like to say, the best way.
Yes. The best bay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not Best Bay, Best Way,
Oh,
Best Way.
Best way. W-A-Y.
best way. Oh,
Some people from West Bay say, "Oh no, it's not
Uh-huh.
West Bay; it's the Best Way."
oh, I think they're trying to say the best bay.
No, I meant to say Best Way, Best Way.
Best way. Oh, I
Yes,
gotcha. I
yes.
gotcha. I gotcha. All right, we've got a caller on the line. Let's
All
see if
right,
this
so you take
caller.
care.
Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate it.
Cool.
All right. He's actually an MP like now, so he's probably
Yes.
running to another meeting. All
Correct.
right, we've got a caller on the line. Good morning, caller. You're gonna try this question. Where were we physically located? Which means that's where we were actually airing the first shows from. Where was that?
In Pasadora, please.
That's right. That's right. Pasadora Place. Yay. I wasn't sure people would remember that.
I tell you, you got smart students.
I know they pay attention. They pay attention. They know what's going on. All right, give me a first name, please.
Dorcia.
Dulcia?
Dorcia.
Dorcia. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'll just take down your number here. Very well.
This is my credit phone. My number is 322-6279.
Oh, hold on. 322 62 79. All right.
Yes,
And you've got this beautiful leather passport holder. They're actually quite nice. They are very, very nice. All right. Thank you, darling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. So yes, well, and I must say that, we started out there because that's where my office was from the other business. Of course, we just utilized space. I would do the shows from there. The infamous show that landed me in court for years and led to that whole Court of Appeal situation. That was the Matthew Leslie show. We did that from that location because that was the early days back in 2019 was when we started the show. Yeah. And it was Tuesday, Thursdays, as we saw from the trivia question. And, then I eventually moved home and I was streaming from inside my gym at one point. I had the whole girl, we were all over the house. And then I decided, nope, I need space. I came to the office. So that's where I am now. And I have no intentions of leaving this space, no matter what Marlon tells you. We're going to be live streaming from here. But as the platform continued to grow, which it has grown immensely, of course, with the new content creators, I saw the need for more space because a lot of them are like, oh, Sandy, I don't have anywhere to record and to do my show, or I don't have this equipment, or I don't have this mic. So we are going to unveil a bigly unveil here this morning. You guys are going to get the exclusive CMR headquarters. We're going to do and show you exactly where we are. Big shout out to Trinity West 32 says, I must say, as a Jamaican British residing in the UK, I love this program very much. Thank you so much, Trinity. We appreciate the love and your kind words. Now, are you guys ready? Are you ready? And we'll do the other prizes tomorrow. So we still have some more prizes left. We'll do those tomorrow. But here we are. Now, Sabrina, you've been one of the fortunate few that have seen the space. Most people have not seen it. So sit back and enjoy. And the thing about it is you got to see the space before it was done, which we have hopefully some footage in there, and you'll see the space as it is now. And this has got to be one of the biggest accomplishments of my life, I feel like, because it's been a lot of hard work to get it there, a lot of money and a lot of hard work, but it looks amazing. Caller, good morning.
Good morning. I would like to see the clip of Sabrina.
Oh, geez,
my
some
God.
peace. I'll never forgive you for that. I was hoping she'd forgot.
I am. Let me play it. Thank you for reminding me.
Let me tell you, her space is prettier than that one.
Thank you, darling. Oh my goodness,
Bye-bye.
I did forget about it. Here it is. Here it is.
Oh Lord.
No,
We
it's
got
just a clip.
one for
We got
Eldon. We got
She
one
had
for
me
Eldon.
drinking wine. Give us a call.
We got
Fan
one
number
for
one.
Eldon. No,
Give
that's
us
not the
caller
one.
number one.
You got to swallow too. Go ahead.
No,
Go
ma'am.
ahead.
No, ma'am.
That's not the one though.
Oh,
Oh,
my
thank God.
goodness.
That was after I graduate. The one was
Yes,
where you
that
caught
was
me
the
at
Friday when we were
the
celebrating, right?
yeah, the
We're like,
one
yep,
is
you're
when
on
you
your
caught
own.
me at the dining room table. You could see the kitchen now, like, we live?
Hold on. He sent another
Oh
little piece.
God.
Hold on now. I know. Oh my goodness.
This is the day I
love
saw
it.
what red wine could do, Sandra, in less than 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah, because I'm not a drinker at all, so I'll be like 30 seconds for me. But hold on, we got a second clip. Oh my goodness. Let's see what this one is now. Hold on. Help yourself. Cheers.
That's the
To
same clip.
Alden. Yep, there we go. That was it. But what did he say? Big up yourself. Cheers. And of course, Sabrina speaks every evening from 5 to 7 p.m. And thank you so much. Somebody says, since you're not giving me that shirt that you're wearing, can you give me one of the card holders?
Oh, Lord.
I got you. The space is amazing.
It is. It's gorgeous.
All right,
Gorgeous.
so let's have a look, folks. Again, thank you so much to all of the construction team. It took a team effort. Thank you to Marlon, who coordinated so many aspects of it. He was my whip, man. He had the whip on all the construction guys, like, get this done by this date, and we got to do this, and this is the order. And he took care of all the IT stuff. I mean, it's really high tech, with access cards and security and all kind of stuff. And he was in charge of all of that. So big shout out to Marlon for, seeing the vision, because believe it or not, he actually saw the space. He was the one who came to me and said, hey, let's go look at this space. What do you think? And he has a really unique knack. I must give Marlon lots of accolades here this morning, because he has an amazing knack for seeing something for what it can be. I always tell him that he is so positive, that he's like the person who's into unicorns and fairies, and he just sees the positivity in everything.
Marlon speaks from the finish line, Sandra. He sees it. You fill in the gaps.
He's seen the good in people, and I'm just like, no, Marlon, that person not no good. And he still be like, no, he is so forgiving and so kind, and so he's just really amazing like that. So I must tell you that even with this space, he was like, this is great space. And I was like, ugh, child, this is a project. This is a lot of work. That's what I was looking at. I was looking at the logistics of getting it to where I wanted it. But I was like, ooh, that's a lot. I don't know about that. But anyway, here is where we started. So I do want to thank everyone who has made this possible. And here we go. Hello, folks. Come on in. All right, we want to welcome you to Cayman Mall Road's latest project. We're super excited. A month out from our 9th anniversary. This is a really big reveal. Our new headquarters. So it's a big space. It's a multi-purpose space. And so I'm going to show you the entire space and then focus in on the bits and pieces that are specifically for Cayman Mall Road, for CMR and our content creators. So of course we have an amazing reception area. We have to focus on motivation. As you can see, the first thing you do when you come in, it's all about the right mindset. So we work hard around here. It talks about what it takes, everything from the millionaire mindset, things that require zero talent, so attitude, energy, passion, being coachable, going the extra mile, and then just some of our core values around determination, again, consistency, putting in the effort, putting in the hard work, because that's how we got exactly where we are. So we try to make our reception area as welcoming as possible, some nice comfortable seating. We do have access to a boardroom, so at times we have to meet with clients and we've got strategic things that need to happen behind the scenes. So this is our working boardroom space here. And, I'm a businesswoman first and foremost, right? So we always have to be cognizant of everything that we do and making sure that we can multitask, this space can be usable in different ways. So we do have a section of the facility that is going to be rented space. And so the tenants will have access to the boardroom space first and foremost, and then we can share this whenever we need it for kind of strategic meetings and so forth. So it's great space, and I'm going to show you guys the rest of it so that you can get a feel for exactly what it is that we have been working on. So let's start over here first. This space is amazing. Of course, we got a lovely modernized kitchenette. We got the space and then we gutted it and kind of redid everything. And, you know, I would say about 90%. And so everything is very, very modern, new elements, and it just looks fantastic. All of the latest tech, of course. You know, the feature of this room for me is the ice machine, because who doesn't like the good soft? And when I say soft, I do mean, look at that. It's like it's almost the, what do they call it? Like the air ice, you know, it's nice and soft and cushiony. Everybody sees the ice machine. They're like, oh, can I have some ice? And then they just love how it just melts in your mouth. It's the little things in life that really make life enjoyable. So we're all about, you know, making those elements special. Lots of people ask about the design. Who did the design for you? And I'm happy to say that I did it myself. So this might be based on the feedback that I've gotten from people after my CMR career comes to an end when I'm about 95 years old and I'm looking for a second career. Seems I may have a little flair for decorating. So this is office space here that is for rent. It's beautiful space. There are a total of 8. 7 to 8 people can fit in here with private offices, but this is the shared space in this area. You know, very comfortable. We have standing desk so that people can be, you know, a little bit healthier. They're able to do that. We have lots of privacy storage compartments here, so you can store your handbags and all of your personal effects and then be able to lock that, which is great. And then there are 3 individual offices for managers, senior team members. They can come in, have their privacy. Every single room has a TV in the room. And of course, all of them will have high-tech conferencing options and facilities so that you can have meetings right in your room if you would like to. And then, like I said, the shared boardroom is also there for those larger team meetings and stuff as well. So this space is fantastic. And I'm waiting for the right tenant to come along to be able to utilize this. So we're going to get over into the section now that is specific to CMR creatives and the CMR team. So we do have a reception area because I know some of you have heard about our CMR debt collection services. Well, that's going to launch here shortly. And this is where that, again, just multi-purposing the space. That is where all of that will happen here. We'll have our manager for this section, lots of filing and storage and everything. They'll have all their, you know, computer equipment and stuff here to make sure that, you know, every time you guys call me to help you get your money back, now they're really going to be getting your money back for you. So it's going to be well organized. All right, so let's have a look at the amazing studios. So the vision here was to have 2 studios given the space that we have. And if you notice, the second you walk into this room, you guys might not have noticed it, but there is a difference in the sound in these rooms. Like the second I went from the hall into this area, it's so padded. So lots of thought went into that because we are going to be recording in here. We had to make sure that we padded. So we did everything from carpeted floors in here, which makes a significant difference. The ceiling has padded panels, you know, the right furniture pieces in here. Everything just adds an element of both functionality and just the aesthetics also, just amazing aesthetics. So the things that I really love, I brought it into play in this space. The general idea here is that people can rent out this space for their own podcasts, for their own talk shows, for their own, you know, creative shows that they're doing, whether it's a one-person podcast or you're doing an interview with multiple people. Each room, we wanted to have multiple scenes within a given space. So this is like one scene here where you could do either a single or double interview. Of course, we had to go with certain retro elements in here. So this is a functional but retro all-in-one. I think it's like an 8-in-1 player. So we've got like the traditional record player, cassette, DVD, MP3, and Bluetooth, and FM, AM radio as well, all in one. And then in addition to that, we've got a sofa set over on that side where you can now do, you know, multi-person, really comfortable layout, sitting on the sofa kind of vibe. Professional lighting, professional cameras, you know, video switchers, the whole 9 yards, all here for you to utilize. And we will have the option, like if you don't know anything about this equipment, like I've just lost you, like, oh girl, I don't know what a video switcher is. I don't know about these fancy cameras. Don't worry. We're going to have professionals on hand where you can rent the space and you can rent their expertise. So your audio is going to be professional level. Your video is going to be professional level. Everything is going to be ready to go. And can I just tell you, these chairs, I've got this little cushion behind me, but I'm going to move it. These chairs are so comfortable. I could sit all day. Not that sitting's good, but that's just how comfy they are. They are just amazing. And I absolutely love these seats. So, you know, come and check us out. Like I said, I've done the decor, so there are little hidden pieces everywhere that you'll see representing Cayman, like our turtle and the fish. You know, we got different aquatic elements and stuff. So let's go on to the second studio so that you can see how we have decorated that space as well. And this is one of the feature pieces. A lot of people look at this and they think, what is this? What am I looking at? And of course, this really pays homage to our identity and culture from the perspective that this is everything Cayman, right? So these are the 3 islands represented. And of course, interwoven in this is the actual thatch pieces. You see that? So, you know, that's the same material that we utilize in our thatch. So there we go. So wanted to really, and each piece is unique and different, but they're meant to go together as a trio, just like the Cayman Islands. So we're unique and different for each island, but you know, still amazing. So still a bit of a work in progress. You'll see some of our lights and stuff. Still haven't gone up as yet, but this room is about to get set up. But this is our second recording room. Once again, we've got like space for solo. We've got this area here, which is actually a 2-person setup for interviews. We're gonna clean all this stuff up, of course, but again, it's a functional space, so it is working. We had our tech guy come in and do the cameras and the video and all that sort of stuff. So he's still in the process of doing some degree of setup. But we've got the larger sofa in here, which can accommodate easily 4 people. And, you know, once again, we've already started utilizing the space to conduct interviews for corporate clients. So if you're a corporate client and you're looking for a space that is warm and inviting for either photography or doing some interviews and video work, reach out to us and we'll see how we can accommodate and how we can assist you with those goals. So still more to see. It's an amazing space, I must say. And I think recently we were talking about how much I love elephants and how I always have little pieces of, you know, elephants are supposed to be really good luck. And I always have images or sculptures and different pieces of elephants represented. And this is a perfect example of that, where you have elephants who always, they're known for their teamwork. They're known for, you know, being family oriented and one of the most intelligent creatures out there. And here they are lifting up one of the smaller elephants, and it's like a chain, right? So everybody's doing their part. Everyone is pulling each other along. So this is going to be one of the key features of this room here on this table. So we'll continue walking around. It was a lot of fun working on the decor elements, and sometimes things would just come to me. So like this wall, I had an idea for this wall to make it like a photo wall. And I was going to put different artwork in each of these. And then once I had this part of it done, I said, you know what? I think I just kind of like it as is. Like sometimes don't complicate your life. Keep it simple, keep it clean, clean lines. And so when people walk into this space, the first thing that attracts them, I think, is definitely the trio of these baskets. but then they also love these wall elements. So I've incorporated this into several of the rooms, the boardroom, the reception area, but we first did this wall and I liked it so much. I said, yeah, we got to expand that theme a little bit. All right, so this area is eventually going to be CMR radio, off-reg, waiting on them. We'll get there, we'll get there. And so we are now starting to set up the space for our radio. So once we get our radio license, there's a lot of moving parts to that will have to happen. But this is where people can come into the studio and do the interviews. So we're gonna have the mics set up, the boards, you know, cameras in here. If you want to do a radio show, listen, as soon as CMR radio launches, reach out to us because we're always looking for creative Caymanian content creators, even non-Caymanian content creators from both on island and overseas have reached out to us. And we want to make it as diverse as possible. So this is going to be the dedicated radio space. I'm like super excited about getting this finished. I haven't really done much in the way of decor yet. So those things will come once the license is approved. I'll get my inspiration, but we've got lots of technical things that we have to do. And then this is the non-fun stuff. This is just like a server room, storage, and all that fun stuff on this side. This is like the brains of the operation. You know, you got to have storage in your brain. You got to have, you know, all your data and networking stuff. So all the technical tidbits happen in here. So that is, you know, just a little introduction into the new CMR headquarters. I'm super excited about this space. It is warm and inviting. And I want to thank, there have been some people who've been very, very instrumental in bringing this together and making it happen. So I want to do a big shout out to Dre, who was our core contractor, who did so much of the work that you see here. He's amazing, amazing, absolutely amazing. I want to do a big shout out to Marlon because of course he was there with all of the tech teams, making sure that everything on that end was handled professionally and everything is modernized, you know, key swipe systems, the works. And if you saw the before and after, you know, Stafford flooring, let's do a big shout out to Stafford flooring as well. People love the flooring when they walk in here. They're always asking me, wow, this flooring is so beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. Who did it? Stafford flooring. So I want to do a big shout out to Damien and his team over there as well. And just other people who provided inspiration over the years for Cayman Mall Road to just grow from strength to strength. You know, this is an amazing journey. I've enjoyed it every step of the way. 9 years in June. It is hard to believe that we're here, and we're looking forward to having a big celebration for our 10th anniversary. But we just continue to put in the hard work, because that's a requirement, to stay focused and yeah, you know, just deliver. And so this is one of the biggest things I think after launching the platform that we have done in the 9 years. So I'm super pumped and super excited about it. So reach out to me. You guys know how to reach me. You got me on WhatsApp, mobile number, all of our social media channels. Reach out to me if you're a content creator and you might be looking for some space. We can certainly work with you.
When I look at my life and see where I stand, yeah, I made it through more than they know. When I look at my life and all that I've been, every scar, every fall, every place I've been in, I'm still here breathing, still finding my way through the nights I thought I wouldn't see another day. Ain't nobody clapping for me, so I'm clapping for myself. All the times I held on when I needed help. Oh, I celebrate me for everything I survived, all the nights I cried, but still I stayed alive. I celebrate me. Yeah, I'm staying. gotta do it for yourself. Ain't nobody coming through. You gotta find your strength even when you don't want to. It's gonna be hard sometimes, it's gonna feel too much. You gon' break, you gon' cry, you gon' wanna give up. But believe me, you gon' make it even when you can't see. You're stronger than the moment, you just gotta believe. I celebrate me for everything I survived, all the storms I walked through. Still I'm here, still alive. Even with no clear view, nothing stopping me. It's your eyes, even if it don't feel like it yet. You're still standing, and that means something. No one can take that from you. You gon' be alright. Celebrate you.
Wow. Well, that's been the journey. Sabrina, honey child, I can't hear you for some reason.
I have had chills for you from the second I saw the place. And then you look back. And then you've allowed me to be with you on this journey. There were days I was a soundboard. There were just days you had to walk it with you. But when you look at it, how much times did I say there will be a time that you will sit down and you will see it? Sandra, celebrate you. The song was so fitting. And I'm going to allow you to bask in this moment. I thank you for allowing me to share this celebration with you this morning. And so much has been said about the impact that you have had on so many people's lives. For us as content creators, you have given us an opportunity. You have not charged us. You've given me equipment. Dane said the same thing, but blessing after blessing. And you don't need to explain anything to a soul when it is your purpose, your mission, your journey. They will follow. They will come along. But may God continue to bless you. Thank you for the opportunities that you continue to give us, to give me, and for the work that you are doing and continue to do here in the Cayman Islands. And I want to wish you nothing but success, only positive vibes. But I know it's hard for an entrepreneur to just sit down, evaluate exactly from where they're coming from and where they are right now. And Sandra, there's times you just got to sit back and bask in the moment. This is your hard work. There were a lot of people that met you along the way, but at the end of the day, it's your journey, your vision. Celebrate it. Congratulations again. Thank you for
so
the
much.
opportunities, and just enjoy.
Yeah, thank you so very much. And Zeus, he's up in the studio now, honey child. You know him. We do have a final caller of the day, and thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Tanya, and everybody else. It has been an amazing journey, and I really appreciate the work that has gone into it, and I appreciate the product now that you see there, which really is the outcome of it all. Thank you so much. This person says, congratulations again, and your building is beautiful. You are destined for higher heights, and with God, all things are possible. You're
That's
a kind
right.
person, never mean, and will give people something to help them out. God bless you always, and He's the reason you will achieve everything you put your mind and hands to. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Caller, final call of the day. Good morning.
Yes, I'm the panel call of the day. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And I tell you, thank you for helping Sabrina. I don't want to cry. I don't want you to put me in court. I'm telling you this now. Leave a room for me that when I come home, I don't have anywhere to labor. You put me, even with Zeus, I'll go there. And listen to me now. If that's what you were doing to get all you have, don't put me in court now because I don't have no money to pay you. If that's all you were doing to achieve what you have, I'm coming home and you have to teach me how to do it because I need to get something too. And I love you all. Blessings all over.
Thank you so much.
Sabrina.
I really
Thank you, Miss
appreciate it.
Lucille. Bless you.
Thank
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you very much.
Help me to come home and
Yes.
see you both, especially Sabrina. She's my baby.
Aw. Thank you, Miss Lucille. Really
All
appreciate
right, Miss
it.
Lucille.
All right. So yes, Mr. Zeus decided to join us for the last little bit here. He's such
It's
a
that
sweetie.
time of the day. Zeus is giving you your warning.
He's like,
Mhm.
all right, come and spend some time with me. Get off the radio. That's it.
Anyhow,
But,
enjoy the
thank
rest of the
you,
day.
And thank you so much, Sabrina.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate you joining me this morning. Don't forget, 5 o'clock this evening, every
That's
weekday from 5 to 7, Sabrina Speaks. You can watch it right here, Facebook, YouTube, CMRTV.com, and soon, very, very soon, CMR Radio. Soon come,
That's right.
as they say.
That's right.
We are,
Soon come.
we are working on it. And thank you, Vicky says, your time, Sandy, congratulations on your journey. Blessings. Big up yourself.
It's true.
Really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sabrina, have a fantastic day. We'll
Thank
see
you.
you back at
Likewise.
5 o'clock.
Definitely. Take care.
All right, folks. Have a great day.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels and visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.